kicking those and jumping fences. Toppers of the trenches, kicking those and jumping fences. Toppers of the trenches, kicking those and jumping fences. Counting those, pushing hoes, and fucking niggas bitches. Toppers of the trenches, kicking those and jumping fences. Toppers of the trenches, kicking those and jumping fences. Toppers of the trenches, kicking those and jumping fences. Counting those, pushing hoes, and fucking niggas bitches. Boy, I come up from the north side, we grew up here in the list. Rockin' Yanks and Cupid chains, all the hoses on my dick. I ain't fair, no nigga, I'm the beast up in my clique. Throwing up gang sign, we shaking up in this bitch. I'm a product of my environment in the vid with some stick. How you know how I'm coming, got the gang in this bitch. And everybody knowin' niggas starting some shit. We gon' stop you niggas out, then we leaving with your bitch. Like, pull up where you sleeping, I'm a nightmare nigga in the flesh. Fat Boy Fresh, we checking in. We got a special guest today. Let them know who you is.
That's me. What's up? I'm tired, y'all.
No, you gotta put the 300 up. You can't just say that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, back row be love, man.
Lit.
I'm Jazz.
We got different jazz on the show today.
Yeah, different jazz on the day. Okay, so today we going in, and this shit is allegedly. I'm not going to court on this shit because I'm going through a custody battle. You're not finna get me. This shit is not real, allegedly. So today we're gonna talk about
co-parenting, man.
Healthy co-parenting, man.
Healthy co-parenting. Everybody here got kids. We all parents, and we just want to have both perspectives. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about co-parenting, but no, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about bitter baby daddies, bitter baby mamas. Nobody ever really talks about co-parenting in a situation. So we just, today is here to talk about our perspectives. Is how you co-parent, what is bitter on both sides, what you should do, shouldn't do. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, a lot of times people put their feelings and their emotions in a way, and it takes away from being able to raise the kids the proper way. You know what I'm saying? So, first, I would say we should start off with, how you met the, baby mama or baby daddy. I don't know if it's a specific order y'all want to go in and kind of get the ball rolling with that part of the conversation. Like, I'll start. Like, I don't know, everybody kind of looking like, oh, I want to say nothing. I'll start. Like, I started, me and Shorty went to high school together. That was like the high school sweetheart type of situation at the moment. And the shit just went to where it went. But that's how we first got. And I had my son at 17, my daughter at 19. And, we did, I think, it's like 4 years, I think. That situation kind of went where it was. And yeah, like, everybody's looking at me.
Well, the American dream you posted to have a relationship with a person. Mine's want that case. It was like a flame. And we here now.
The devil sent her and I got bamboozled. Hear me?
I've been with mine for 6 years, and we'll get into it.
Which one? I got 3.
Ooh!
I do.
Light skin Jazz here, thuggy. Hold on.
I got 3. The first one was like my little neighborhood boyfriend growing up.
Okay.
The second one, we met at work. He wasn't like nobody serious. It was something that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, just a little some fun,
And then the last one was my last boyfriend. I thought I was in love, but I knew him for a little minute, before we had our baby or whatever.
So you're not with none of the 3 right now? So okay, so that's interesting with it. How does that, as far as co-parenting, how does that work with, like, even now?
It's very different for all of them because my first baby daddy, he is like a father to my first 2 kids because my second daughter, her dad been in jail since she been born.
Okay.
Like he got out just last year, but she don't really know him that well. She knows my first baby dad, so that's who she look at, and they are cool. They respect each other, obviously because he was there for his daughter. So that I don't have no major issues with those 2. It's the last one.
You don't want to still in love.
And why is it like that for the last one though?
Because he young and he bitter. I don't know.
What makes you bitter?
Hold on. You didn't see that coming before y'all had the baby though?
No.
What
They-
changed
They
though?
niggas change once you start.
But
having
what
kids.
changed? What
I'm
changed? Well, you
telling
can't say niggas changed once you had it. What about niggas changed?
I'm telling you.
to be
I'm-
labeled
I'm
as bitter
telling
now.
you,
You got to tell me. You ain't
Yeah,
saying
break
much.
that shit
You
down.
gotta break it down.
I would say Dr. Huxtable, but they ain't a good example. So they be A1, day one.
Okay.
A1, whole time. Soon as you get pregnant and they feel like they got you, who they really is come out. Like the representative.
Okay, now here's my rebuttal today. It's not nothing personal with it, right? But you don't think you changed at all in the process of that?
Of course.
Okay.
Pain changed you. You got to grow up. That changes you. Having
Okay.
kids change. Being pregnant changed you. Like you think you know
Right.
what XYZ gonna be, but you don't know until you actually in it. So it's like changing for the better or changing for worse. Like because
You
if
feel
you
like he changed for the
I
worse.
feel like most niggas change when they find out they shorty pregnant because they
Right.
already know what's finna come with it. Some bullshit.
But-
Unfortunately, like Tupac said, like they took that shit, like having a child, they took the love. Like motherfucker, black
Yeah.
motherfucker find you got baby, you
Facts.
like fuck.
That's
Motherfuckers found they
Cause
got
they know what
baby,
come
they're
with
like,
that shit.
Yes, you're pregnant. Oh my god. They had-
that's facts. That's facts.
That was
People was in his ear talking about like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing, woo woo. Like
Mm.
I'm
They
like,
count you
no,
out when you
we
pregnant.
And then
finna
most niggas
travel.
don't want kids. Most niggas just want
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of
yeah.
that.
I was gonna say even with that, like,
Speaking of that.
Nobody don't want to do the time. You hear me?
Okay. And I got a question for this too. That I'm gonna
How'd you-
back on 300.
because I,
So like, when the woman knows the man doesn't want the kid, why proceed and waste the time? If you know he ain't finna move forward with the kid, even though y'all both made that decision,
don't make the face talking shit, Tyler.
why do y'all be like, okay, I'm just gonna fuck him, knowing eventually you're gonna need that nigga later on?
Personally, I feel like if I say I want an abortion, I feel like you should respect that.
Hold on.
situation.
No.
Listen,
no.
no.
Hold on.
You get
I'ma
it
stand
closer,
up
you
for
get it
every
closer.
woman.
Thank you. Get it
Because
closer.
it don't matter if it's your baby, it don't matter stepmom, all that stuff. I hear y'all yap, get rid of the baby. It is not that easy to take
Thank
your
you.
body into a space and say, I'm finna take this human that's forming in
I ain't
your
saying
body.
what he said, but I'm just saying if they know.
But it
finna
ain't
hop on her ass.
easy.
Oh,
It
watch
ain't
this.
easy just to sit here and just say
I
I'm
ain't-
finna get an abortion.
I ain't say it was easy, but you gotta think about it. It's not easy going
It
to
ain't
18
easy
years
paying
with somebody you don't like
It's
either.
not, but the woman got to carry. We carry the trauma that I ain't saying men don't carry trauma. Y'all carry it different. We got that physical. We went into this space physically. They put these tubes up us and they
Mhm.
pulled this human out of us. We got a
Right.
different type of trauma we
But
carry
listen,
with
here
that.
nigga on this.
I respect that.
They say I want the baby. You don't want the baby. You go abort my baby. Then what?
Facts.
That's a whole nother combo.
I'm just saying it
I know
ain't easy
niggas
to
that
go
cry
either way.
on their knees. Please don't get rid of my baby. Get rid of it. Kill that motherfucker. Now what? It don't matter what the nigga say.
See, nah, somebody on the live saying her
That's a
baby
good
daddy
point,
want all his
Think about
kids
it.
and ain't been in none of their lives. He got
Yeah.
7 kids. He ain't been. in
So
none of
niggas
his
do
lives. He
change
want
up
it all.
too. Niggas change
So
up.
you know what I'm saying? That's
They ain't ever say nothing about that though. Like, how y'all feel about that?
how y'all feel like.
about
I mean,
Abortion,
they-
want the baby and the bitch go get rid of the baby.
Okay, a
I feel
mother
like
is
that's wrong. I don't know. I do feel like that's wrong. I feel like it's something that both people should agree on. Like, I
Right.
don't feel like one person should just be able to decide.
Facts. It needs to be a conversation.
Yeah,
about
it
that.
needs
The
to be
motherfucker
something
daddy
that
need to
somebody
get a
agree
sign
on.
off from the
I ain't even had no
baby.
conversation.
But a mother is the primary provider. So
No, it
if
ain't.
she
Oh,
Bullshit.
Oh.
Bullshit. I call
Hold
bullshit.
on.
What
What
if-
if-
what I gonna play?
90% of over 90%
No,
of the time.
no.
Yes. So
Not
if
every
she's
time.
saying she don't want the baby, I respect her.
What?
If she because
So
if
you
she
wanna
bring the
respect the
baby,
man?
Why you don't
if
respect
she
the
bring
man?
the
Want I
baby
want the
here,
baby.
she gonna be a deadbeat.
Mm-mm.
But what if he say I'm gonna be a deadbeat? I
No,
want
not
nothing to do
even
with it.
that. Let's say keep my baby short. You don't get abortion. Just sign the baby over to me. You can live your life.
She still gotta carry the baby.
Nah,
She
yeah,
still gotta
excuse.
give birth to the baby.
How you think she's made?
You just sit back. It's fun from A to Z for y'all.
No, it ain't.
Because I'm thinking like, damn.
If you ain't there, it's cool. But if you there with her, she
Because you gotta realize, like, when you ain't married, you had kids. You know it's hell. Everybody know that.
yeah.
It's hell. You gotta get to hell to get to paradise. I'm going
I
to
feel like
If you
right now.
married, it is. It ain't cookie cutter just because you.
Wait.
But guess what? You can't go to court and do this to me.
You still gonna go to court.
But you can't go to
Yeah,
court. They're gonna say,
still-
man, we all
but
stay in the
you
same
facing
house, so y'all married.
No, but you still facing the we still facing the same issues. Child support may be the only thing that's different. Like emotions, the argument, like what's really changing.
The money. I got my money, so I got my sanity. Fuck that. I
But
got
if
my
you
money,
married,
so I
you
have my
locked
sanity.
into somebody, so you can't walk away. It's this legal
Okay,
binding.
then. So stop. You can't
That
hold the
don't make-
baby. You can't hold the baby as leverage. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, you
Listen,
can.
When you're not
Yes, you
married,
can.
Yes,
they
you
hold it
can.
as leverage.
They do.
You
Like,
can when you
when me
married.
and Shorty first was talking, my baby mama told me and her, like, oh, this is a package deal. Like, you ain't talking to me, you ain't seen your kid. Literally. Till my face with her, she's standing right next to me, like, oh, this is your loan.
That's
You
wild.
want to see your kids? Take me to court.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay, so what
Like-
type of woman was this though?
She
I
was
mean,
cool,
cause
she
y'all
wasn't
like the
moved out.
$40, y'all like the $40.
Yeah.
Y'all like chicken
She
nuggets,
was
y'all like
cool.
popcorn.
She was cool
They
until
like
she
in
said-
And
the
then
club.
You
Same
expect
thing,
her
though.
to be
No,
Nah,
Same
it's the
thing with the
same
nigga.
thing you just said. Until you had that motherfucking baby,
Yeah.
everything was cool till you got pregnant. That was some of your
It was
whole
all
different
good just a
motherfuckers.
week ago.
It's just like you done pulled the mask back. I'm supposed to be like, well, come on now.
so all the stuff you were doing with this person,
Yeah.
turning up, all that you was doing with this
Yeah.
person is just a high value person.
I'm good. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You done made this a
No,
whole
you should have
situation.
said that from the beginning.
But what if I did?
Nobody
and she
want to
still
say
was
that.
like,
No, nobody want to say that.
Nobody
Everybody
ever
want to
say
keep
that.
shooting the
One
club
thing about
up,
us, man,
having
we
they
still
fun.
learning, G.
I want to have fun. We young.
still
we
learning.
trying to have
See why
fun.
you
Nah,
lying?
You knew we weren't in a
We
full
still learning.
relationship.
Like,
You knew what
Just
it
'cause we
was.
grown,
Don't
know
lie.
what it was.
You
We
gotta
still
guess and think, oh, maybe y'all be meeting people, mama.
So
Knowing damn well you
So-
got no intention.
So I probably
would've
wouldn't
knocked
knock
the
the mama while we at it. Shit, what
Like,
we doing? Switch
everything
the room.
changed when she get pregnant. Cause now we can't even go pop out, go out of town. We can't go do this. We can't
It's
do
about how you do it. And it depends on who you deal with. I ain't
It
never
is
been
who
that
you
type
deal
of
with.
That's right.
baby mama. That's why all three of my baby daddies still like me. Because I never been that type.
But
It's
I
me
feel
that
like
don't want them.
Whenever you have a baby daddy, they can call that motherfucker whenever he want it.
That's what they feel
Not
like.
mine.
That's what they feel like.
Not mine. And they know it.
I never
Don't
double
even
back,
think
but
about it.
if that was the case, that's what I'm going through. What I'm going through. Motherfuckers want that motherfucker. Shit. Sure, y'all know you want me. Just say that. It's not gonna happen though. On game, I never double back. On everything I love, no. It's not gonna happen.
Might get her pregnant again.
No,
Never double back.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
I ain't
that
double
shit-
back.
that shit- It really be crazy out here, man. And I be hearing both sides. Like, I ain't gonna cap. Like, when he first found out his little situation, I'm like, man, I hope that ain't his thing.
No, no bullshit. They
On
come
my
with it.
son,
What come
on
with
my
that
only
shit?
son, I said, man, I hope this ain't this nigga baby. I knew it.
He knew what it was.
I knew it.
Whew.
Now look.
I mean, but
Fuck!
we know the situation,
Yeah.
so
Man, what? What the you say?
The whole
I
thing.
mean, you
Mm.
having
Listen.
somebody, baby, that you one nighted.
Nah.
She thought it was somebody else's. G.
so that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, like
in a
that,
situation
that's what
like
I
that,
want to know.
if you don't know who the baby daddy is, why even go through
Abort.
it? That goes back to the why
Abort
you
the
gonna do
mission.
the
Abort
abortion.
the mission.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Cause like we can't say we like against, and this is all a general conversation, right? But we can't say we against abortion, but we fucking before marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because all that's the sins, right?
Yeah.
That's the main argument. Oh,
But this
abortion
man
is
believe in
wrong.
different shit. I know he
My
ain't talking
thing,
about
my thing with marriage,
I'm all
is
over
I'm
Yeah.
all for marriage. I respect the union of marriage, but I
Right.
just can't get to that point of me asking the judge, "Can I marry this person?" Like, what if they say no? Then what?
Why would the judge? Why you asking the judge?
You go before a judge.
You
You
just
do
get
know
the, you just gotta sign the paper at the courthouse.
Yeah, so you just
Yeah,
you
ain't
could
got
do
no
a courthouse
control over
order.
the
No,
shit.
but
No,
the pastor, somebody can tell
But
you
in-
can't get married. G.
Yeah,
But in the
they'll stop
Bible,
it.
it
They want to.
says
Yeah.
Oh, they do
marriage,
it out there.
marriage
Wow,
is
I didn't know
when
that.
a child is made, like the union, like the
Facts.
spiritual.
Going to that. The cover.
So that it
Different
does
conversation.
happen. You have all these sexual ties with people. Like, that's a real thing.
Soul
It does-
ties
those-
is a real thing.
Soul
those
ties is
covenants
horrible.
happen. You gotta break them.
How you
So-
break them?
Because I'm going through some shit. My mind is telling me no.
That man
I
speak
think
for
that's a
himself.
hard thing. I don't got the answer for that one.
Mm-mm. I don't know.
I got a question though, since we talking about it. Why is co-parenting so hard though?
I think because people just be having different views, and especially when you not, it's easier somewhat to agree when you together. But when you already done determined that y'all don't work, y'all don't get along, you already can't stand the sight of this motherfucker. Like,
But how you don't get along with this person, but when y'all fucking married, it wasn't. They ain't had nothing to say.
because once you have a child, that's when different views. You start putting into things the way you was raised, the way I was raised. Things start being different. You know,
But
you might
why?
think
Why
it
should
is-
it be like that? If we
It
Facts.
just that's just the way we was raised.
That's
That
true.
wasn't even topic of
Them
the
conversations
whole
should have been
conversation.
had. Them conversations. That's nothing.
That ain't
Them
Because that
conversations
was
you
never
had
something
when
that
you
was talked
when you
about.
smashing.
Right. Them conversations was never had. Right. None of that. Because you
Right.
weren't even
was
intending
your
on
baby,
having no
yeah.
baby. Shit
But-
just be happening.
Honestly, co-parenting in the Black community, I think that shit new to us. I think that's a whole new word
It
for us.
is.
So
I think-
that's some shit that's not
It's
even.
definitely a new thing.
You know
that
what
ain't even.
I don't think it's a new thing. What I think it's becoming a new thing in a simple fact because when you go back to what was it like the 70s, 80s, when all the dads had to leave the house, then all that shit, and the mom was like, "Oh, I don't need a man for nothing." Then all that shit was instilled into all these generations after. So now we get
Y'all
back to
still-
dads want to
most
be in their
women still
kids'
like that.
lives, but
Facts.
the daughters is so instilled in this. We don't need the nigga. Once you not making me happy, get the fuck on. This shit is I'll do the kid thing on myself, yada yada. So now you got dads trying to be
Like
there.
Martin
They
said.
don't understand it. You know what I'm
Martin said
saying?
You can drive with one hand, but it ain't best that you do that shit.
But that's cap though. Everybody wants somebody. But you just know that you ain't gonna have somebody that's gonna want you and only you. So you just
Fact.
tell it to yourself to make yourself feel better. I don't need nobody. But deep down, you want somebody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You got this generation of women that go around
Once they
and
get
are
that
making it
bag,
harder for
fuck
men to
them.
be, yeah,
I don't
especially if
need
they
him
getting
for
some
shit.
money. Especially if the
Most
woman
niggas
getting
get
money.
money. First thing I'm finna do this. My girl, we finna boot the band. I'm gonna buy whatever she wants so I get the right woman. Then it's the opposite. Fuck a nigga.
Oh, I'm up. Go on her.
No cap.
She a whole nigga now.
Fuck a nigga. But y'all got that son, get some head, get some bread, and leave.
Yeah, like, that's prostitution.
I mean,
shit.
Y'all be talking crazy down this son. I be like, damn, y'all thugging harder than we thugging.
I mean,
Niggas need to stop pretending like they something they not.
Yeah, I feel like they
Say
go.
it in the mic. Say it in the mic again.
Yeah, I feel like it's vice versa too, though.
No, I'm saying
gotta let her
if
explain
niggas
it.
didn't pretend like they was something they not, we wouldn't even be in the space to feel like fuck these niggas. I don't need them.
But why fall for it though?
Sold you a dream.
Nah,
Bitch can't tell me
nah.
either.
Don't even
Why you
play them
lie?
games.
Why you
is
lie?
we
It's
playing?
like rape culture. I feel like it's rape culture. Cause you
That's
got,
flag on the play. That's
Listen,
way
listen,
on
listen,
top.
listen.
I don't want to.
you gotta trick somebody.
Because I lied and said I got a Bentley and you fell for it.
No,
That's
you,
your
you
part.
gotta
Bentley.
trick somebody.
I'm a salesman.
You gotta trick them. You gotta act like you love them. Cause I feel like it's like 3 different types of
You
women.
know what that's called? Manifesting.
No. I feel like there's
No.
3 types of women, right?
Okay.
A woman whose box is connected to her brain, one to her heart, and then no connection. Y'all want the no connection one. The girl that you gotta tell her you love her in order to smash. That's lying. That's deceiving. That's rape culture. The one that you gotta act all intellectual, like, oh, woo, 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 woo.
Hold on,
Like you on that level with her, like you trying to build something with her. That's a
Right.
lie. You ain't trying to build nothing with her. So you want the box to box, but you don't like the quality's not there. So you want the intelligent woman, you want the one that's
Right.
not ran through, you want the one that's independent, but you want to treat her like the box woman.
No,
like
so-
that ain't connected to shit.
Flag on the play, right? Because I understand, I get where you're coming from with it, but when you try to compare that to like rape culture and all that, you fell for the game. You can't be mad.
Yeah, you knew what it was.
You
It's
fell in love with
trickery.
the wordplay. That's your fault.
It's
No,
trickery.
it
That's
ain't
not
always
your fault.
wordplay.
That's
Hold
your
on, check this
fault.
out.
You can't
That's
be
like if you
mad
go to a
with-
job and they tell you
It's
you're gonna do
not,
this,
though.
you're gonna do that. And when you get there, you like,
Hold
this
on.
some bullshit.
When you go to the but when you go to the job, when you go to the interview, what you do? You put on that face to get the job.
Exactly.
I put on the face, got the job, decided the job wasn't something I wanted to stay at, and went and got another job. How you mad at that?
Okay,
No.
everybody kind of do that though. Everybody kind of do
does
that.
it.
Everybody kind of do that.
Y'all
'Cause
do
if I
it.
think about us, we did that in a way.
Right.
And then when it start coming, the truth start coming out, you be looking up each other's head.
I'm
like,
cool
what
on
you
this shit.
mean though?
Like
I
I knew
know
you
it's
was.
gonna-
I knew you was broke. I
Right.
like you
Okay,
wasn't.
so if you had the back of your head, then why fall for it then?
No, I just let it. That's why I'm single, cause I don't fall for nothing. I be calling it out right away.
But you can't say that then turn around and have 3 kids though.
But I wasn't in love.
Oh,
Tell
my.
me about
That's
it
deep.
then.
I ain't
got
never
3
heard that
kids.
shit.
Talk your shit, gang.
Yeah, I ain't never heard that shit.
I got
That's
3
deep.
kids and was not in love with none of that.
So you was a big old freak making stars.
Look, let me ask you this. You got 3 kids. Okay. We finna go there.
Let's go.
Did
there.
you
We having
have-
an
did
open
you have-
conversation.
Did you have an orgasm with any of these
Oh,
dudes?
shit.
Because these
Oh.
dudes thinking women get pregnant and don't be satisfied.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Went there.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
She did. She taking too long.
I would probably say 1 out of the 3.
See?
I
See?
have a sip of this
See?
shit.
I ain't gonna say who, but 1 out of the 3.
See, that's why you whoop their ass 300. Why we telling you, you got whoop their ass. Beat their ass. You gonna feel this shit.
Oh my
Ain't no faking around this.
In the guts.
Meow, meow,
What,
meow,
all
meow.
the time? All the time?
Niggas be
No,
hold on.
no.
Niggas
All
give
the
out
time?
niggas
All
give
the
out
time?
week
All the time?
niggas give out week D too. Shout out to that nigga back bro. Niggas give out week D too. Fuck with they too.
It is what it is, man. I got some
Oh,
stories.
fool.
That ain't what this episode about.
And then, you know, pushing me off a woman. Okay, if you knew that nigga was this and that, why you letting him fuck you raw then?
You know what?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you
Hold
see, a
on.
lot of women don't have to put on the gun. You know, you hear
Jasmine
that?
say something good.
You know what?
Because I don't even ask for it. When you
This crazy. My last
Let me put you on
my
camera.
last baby daddy, we got pregnant on the first time that we had sex and we used the condom.
Oh,
And he to the point where he didn't believe me. Like he felt like I was lying, telling him I was pregnant and it wasn't his kid. It took a long time for him to believe me. Cause and how would you believe that? One time and we used the condom, but hey, it's 9999.
Well, allegedly, I had to cut him on at first. Take that motherfucker.
It was not off at no point.
that's wild. That's
Your condom is
that's
at
a wild
99.9.
situation.
But the first
How'd you feel about that though? Like,
I was mad as fuck
we was
because
protected all the way and still got
I
pregnant.
was pissed because I already had 2 kids. I didn't
Right.
want to have a third baby daddy. And I was
Maybe the
So
condom
when
was
you-
expired.
When you fucking around with multiple niggas, this is what I want to know. When you fucking around with multiple
hold on, 'cause
niggas,
they didn't say they would. Like, you
No, I'm just saying in
ask some
general.
shit like that. They
why
said
do
they
women?
Absolutely.
No,
not.
I'm just saying allegedly. We talking about allegedly situations.
Think about your friends who out here doing whatever.
If you
the fuck
fucking
they do.
multiple niggas, how do you pick a what baby? Because don't they go for what baby daddy they want it to be? Like that's kind of embarrassing, right?
Which one's your favorite?
Yeah, don't try to go for like, damn, this is my favorite, so it's gonna be his baby.
no.
Like who you want to be the baby daddy because he
Who
got
you
money
want, it don't never
and he
be
gonna
who
be
you want.
around and who like that.
They definitely, I'll be watching that court show. Them bitches be up there, mad.
But
as
it don't end up working like that. Unless you
Hurting
really
test.
one of those real organized girls that literally know your ovulation, plan your shit out, like make sure you smash it. Like it don't work like that. It always be, well, for me, it be the person you don't want it to be like, damn, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I was politicking with this woman. I swear to God, she had an indictment list of everybody that she fucked. Had the whole list. I said, wow, that's
wild.
deep.
Dang.
I said, if you're gonna be a hoe, be a classy one, because she had the notes and all that. I'm
She
like,
having a
damn.
fun life. Can't be mad at that.
But she knew who her baby daddy was, though.
Did we go into the definition of bitter? Because I feel like we
Yeah.
spoke on it, but we ain't really. Because y'all can't be calling motherfuckers bitter now.
I don't think it's
What's
a bitter
bitter?
thing on either side though. I'm not with the bitter thing. I think it's unhealed spaces and places for both parties involved. Because regardless if it's the baby mama saying the daddy bitter or vice versa, you got something in you that you feel mad about to even be saying that the other one is bitter.
Right.
You shouldn't have it should always be about the baby.
Facts.
If you ever tripping about what the
Exactly.
other party is doing, you got something in you that you ain't healed to. Whether you salty because
That's
they left,
100%.
you salty because they kept the baby, didn't keep the baby, whatever it is, no matter how small, how big, like it's something in you that you like screw them for.
Facts.
So I don't want to be on the bitter train because I don't think it's bitter. I just think we don't know as a Black community how to heal and move forward. Can we have a real conversation so it's about the kid? Because every kid from a split household, co-parent in a Black family, they got some trauma wrapped in that. Either they not gonna trust nobody, they
Facts.
not gonna desire to have marriage, like something gonna be wrapped into their life.
Facts.
Mhm.
Right.
Facts.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was salty as a bitch when my shit first ended. I was young too, so it was like I ain't know really how to deal with this shit. You know what I mean? There's like everybody around telling me like, nigga, you can't really feel no type of way. You gotta keep moving. That's what I did. Started, kept fucking other bitches, all this type of shit. Fuck the bitch I was fucking with. But it was like the shit really didn't help the situation as a whole.
It made it worse.
Until I really sat back and like, you know what? I gotta heal from this and really think about what I did wrong. You laughing, but I'm just being real about the shit.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
gotta
Like,
go through that shit.
when I found out Shorty was pregnant, like I wasn't even with her. We had broke up. I was single. Like, 4-5 months. Shorty really called me. I'm pregnant. Yeah, all right. No cap. Really was. And that's how I found out. Like, and it was over. But then motherfucker kept it. Like, and we really in together.
But you was together when you expected him.
Yeah, that's it. That's really how that shit happened. No cap.
I think more of a perspective, niggas just be salty, like, damn, we be in.
So,
And then
some
now-
But I mean,
bullshit.
y'all the ones who got the sperm to make the baby.
Fast
Just
forward, she was
wrap
on
it up.
bullshit.
Like if you don't want kids,
It's ways around that shit.
if you don't want kids,
B, C, plan B. Let's talk about the before time.
please no. I am totally against.
I be hearing
birth
chicks
control.
talking about they don't like the birth
I'm
control.
totally
But
against birth control.
why
You
though?
got every problem.
Why?
It impacts your body.
It is not good.
Yes, if they
Oh
come out with a
my
male
God.
birth control,
Crazy.
I'm
yes.
taking it. They
At
come out with a
6
male birth
o'clock,
control. I'm
you going
taking it.
crazy every day. I ain't trying to hear that.
weight
I'm
gain,
taking
all
it.
that. Hell
Right.
no.
You gonna
Mental
get weight
health,
gain when
hell
you get
no.
pregnant. You gonna get mental health when you get pregnant.
Okay.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Everything you
Facts.
got.
Okay, whatever.
Facts.
Okay,
Preach.
whatever.
Okay, but
Say,
after,
Not
after,
always.
after the pregnancy, you go back to normal.
After
If you
postpartum.
taking
That ain't normal. What y'all be saying?
Postpartum.
you still gonna be taking birth control,
You gonna change
and
it.
then it's gonna mess up your body to the fact where if you want to have kids, you might not be able to have get pregnant. You might
Cause
have
diseases.
But everything-
all types of
infertility.
For taking
all
Plan
type of
B?
shit.
After you have a baby, you might not be able to
Oh,
have a
I
baby.
ain't know
no
that
more.
shit. That's
That's true. That's
Cancer,
true.
all types of
That's
stuff. It's,
true.
it's,
I will say though, all them methods, I stopped with that birth control. That's how we welcome Grace into this life.
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Barbara Jean.
No, Grace, not
Mac it
Jane.
up. Mac it up.
Um,
My shorty Mac it
so
up.
the birth control really didn't work, but it took me educating
course
myself
it wasn't
too,
gonna work.
like on my
I
ovulation,
was
so I
damn
could get
thing,
this
too.
right. Because I ain't really trying to want to shoot up the
Bodies.
club all the time. I ain't really trying
I'll
to be
catch
popping
your
out
bodies.
babies like that and
You hear
being irresponsible. Like
Yeah.
we got a
Yeah.
house full. I'm good. I don't want to lose my mind. But I really had to go back and educate myself because I didn't want to get sick off birth control. Because
Mhm.
our first, every day at 6 o'clock, I was going crazy. Got off the birth control. Got pregnant. Still having the same symptoms. So he looking upside my head like you done trapped me.
Preach.
No, that birth control the devil though.
I think.
Okay, so I know this is off topic too. We ain't put that on there.
Go ahead. talk
What
your
about
shit.
the names of the baby?
We
How
did
do
put
y'all
it on
figure
here.
that?
Yeah, because that pissed me off too. Let me go back to my shit. Right?
Okay, that's
Let's go to
So
the
the
names.
first time, I ain't gonna lie, like the first time my son he was born, he had a little situation. So I'm like, I'm out the room. I'm going back to the room. I get a text like, "This is his name." I'm like, "You bitch." I ain't gonna none of that shit. But I'm like, "Damn, like you just gonna name him without me being in the room and all that shit." You know the name I wanted, all that.
So y'all didn't already have a name like picked
No,
out before y'all got
we were
there?
still arguing to the day of until I got that text that said this was his name. And I'm like, "Damn, you motherfucker." And then for my daughter, it was just kind of like. I was bitter. I was salty as a bitch about what my son, but I ain't really even put no input on her name. It was just kind of like, that's a cute name. Fuck it, like we good. Go
so
ahead.
for my son, he got his daddy last name because I'm not married.
Okay, that's a honey.
So I picked the first name, but we came to agreement. But really, I picked the first name because you got the last name.
And you
So
want
I
Junior?
Yeah,
think-
that's reasonable.
I
Junior-
don't-
of course
did
he
want
wanted a
Ju-
junior. But
See,
I
that's
don't
not
know
no flag on the
No,
play. You
no.
supposed to get that man a junior for his
No.
first sub, man.
No,
You supposed to get him a junior, man.
No.
You supposed to
No.
get him a junior,
he,
man.
He need his own.
No,
No,
he still got his identity.
No.
Hey,
That's
You
his-
supposed to
that's his
carry
legacy.
my legacy
You gonna have your
Legacy
you
is
mean
his last name.
Legacy is his last
No.
name
Last
too.
name.
and his
No.
first name.
No.
I'm
He
still-
need individuality. I'm around the house. I'm like,
You gotta think
which
about
one?
it. In our culture, in our African
Which one?
culture, we always, Africans always had their juniors.
Yeah, they did. I'm gonna say that.
He a junior,
He's ear to the throne.
but he
you
got
hear
his
me?
own name.
No,
My baby daddy picked
oh
my
my.
son name, but I picked
I was
both
salty.
of my daughter's names.
The last name, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't even argue about that.
Last name got to be the man's, and the
Even
first
if y'all
son.
not married,
Yes,
Yeah.
Both my kids
That
got my
was-
last name. That
that
was
was-
a non-negotiable.
That was difficult. I ain't
All
gonna
of
lie,
my
because
kids
I'm
do,
like,
too. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
last
wanted
name
to
for
get
him.
him my name.
So what?
You say you named the first one. You want your cake and
Let
eat
me
it
go, let me
too.
go
then.
here. Women gotta understand when it comes to this man and woman shit. Y'all think we even or something.
Please.
But it's really not that.
Let me know.
It's
Let
really
me
not
know.
that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just be honest. If a nigga ran in here right now, guns and shit, y'all gonna look at us to protect y'all, and we all don't even know me. You gonna be like, and if I don't do shit, you gonna go home, girl. This whole ass nigga, he ain't do shit. This whole ass nigga said this. You know what I'm saying? So just off the strength of that, y'all know we ain't on the same. Even
Okay,
playing
we ain't.
field,
We definitely ain't equal.
That's
But
what
if
I'm
somebody
saying.
come up in here,
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna do what I got
You
to
gonna
do.
do
Yeah,
like
okay.
you
But
gonna-
then like a
you
strong
gonna-
black
you
man.
gonna home, you
Expect
gonna be
him to
like,
be with you.
these whole ass niggas ain't do shit.
Don't trust no nigga no.
So that's just off of that, y'all know, like, so that's why I say, like, the nigga gotta have, like, he gotta pick, like,
That's a pride and ego thing, though.
It is a part
Because
ego
look,
thing.
look, this
It's
is
not.
my argument. If I name him a junior, I didn't name my son. His mother did.
So what? That has nothing to do with nothing.
No, that has a lot
That
to do.
is-
That means his mother.
They got something to do with the
My
mama, though.
son.
You got
that's
a problem with the grandma?
right on your
They got a
side.
problem
You got a problem with the grandma? Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That is not the same. I still want
My
a junior.
son, his dad named him, but he didn't name him a junior. He gave him a different first name.
But
He
yeah,
gave
his
him
last
his
name, right?
same middle. His middle name is his dad First name.
They don't look at middle names.
That's
like
how.
that.
But that's how my son is. He got my middle and last name. He got a different first name. Why would you do some fuckery like that? If he wanted to do it, that's cool. That's
compromise.
different.
Yeah,
I ain't.
yeah.
It's nothing to compromise about. This is my motherfucking name. You're supposed to
So
give
a
him my
woman
shit.
carries the child. She has the child.
We
Then
gave y'all
the
the
change-
poison.
The child comes out, and then y'all name them. Like,
Shorty.
then you don't want to pay child support.
We driving down the street, the tire go out. We gonna compromise who can change the tire.
Hell no.
But I do know how to change a tire,
You
though.
not compromise.
But I do know how to change a tire.
That's all I'm saying. Same shit. You just a son ain't no compromise. The daughter, okay, baby, you might name the baby.
You're the daughter, okay.
With the man.
Give my last
Same
name.
shit. It just ain't compromise. No cap.
The son, I feel like you should give him a
It's
junior.
the last name. That's it.
It's the
That's
last
all
name
you
for
get.
me.
I just wanted my kids to have names with no like. I wanted people to be shocked when they see them and be like, "That's Addison," because they names is names that they wouldn't look like. You know, they wouldn't
Right.
assume that they black kids. So my baby daddy, the name he told me, I didn't agree with it for my son, but I
But
was
your
like,
ass ain't argue about it either, did you?
no, because I felt like a respect thing. Like it's his
Yeah.
dad. Let me let him name him if he wants to.
And
name
that's
him.
what it is.
First,
That's how I knew.
last,
Like this
middle,
bitch don't
and-
respect me.
That's what it come down to.
Antoine, either Deshaun, either they gonna love, we both gonna look.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like I'm still keep
From
having
where?
some more boys
From
until I.
where?
From
Like,
what you
where
mean?
did this come from? We don't know where this came from. Like, if we got these
It's in
things
our-
that
it's
in a
in our
in,
DNA.
okay,
It's
like
in the-
no, where did it come from? Like,
You're
I think
right.
it's
You
a
know why
respect
we don't
thing,
know?
though.
Because all of our culture was taken away from us during slavery. So the culture we decided to
I
grab
don't want
onto and hold. You saying you don't want it, but I want my son to have my goddamn
I
last
don't
name.
want it.
That's what I want.
I ain't saying the
Well,
last
we do-
name thing. I said
Last name,
We
first
tryna
name. This
break-
is my first son. He's supposed to have. So now
We-
my second son. So now him and my second son gonna be beefing. Because my second
Okay.
son gonna be
how about
junior.
this? Because I
and
know
he
this
not.
happened.
Yeah, that is
I
gonna
know
get you
that
into it.
this happened before. So you have a child with one woman. It's her first child, Junior. It's a boy.
Yep.
You get with another girl. It's her first child with you. It's a boy too.
What you
Junior.
name
That's
it?
it. Look,
Yeah.
my cousin them like that.
That's
Now
the question.
that's some whole other shit.
That's-
They want to.
that's-
I'm not
that's-
gonna.
Me
I'm
and
not
my
gonna
wife,
allow
we
them
don't
to
got
do
no
that.
son. So like we have a son every. That nigga name finna be Antoine.
It's not.
No,
Okay.
it can't be.
Okay.
They already got
That's doing
junior.
too much.
He got
Calling
junior
two
and
Antoine,
Antoine.
that's
Okay.
doing
That's
way too
third.
much.
You want
Three of them? No.
I think I get where she going with that question though, because that's how I feel. I'm kind of happy we ain't had a son, because that is a real like.
Conversation
I want my
that's-
junior though,
Right.
because I look at it when we talk about males naming their sons, particularly they first when we talk about legacy being passed. Regardless of what I do as a mother, I'm raising them different, right? They're
Right.
not guaranteed to turn out that way. So you
Right.
still got to pass legacy. We could
Mhm.
talk about that generational curses thing. That don't got nothing to do necessarily with a name. So I want to respect my husband by passing down a junior, his heir, that first son that come
Mhm.
from me.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Why? Because we walked in sin before we came together as one.
Mhm.
So it is a tricky situation. I think it's a respect thing to him, but I also think that's why God never blessed us with a son.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's
don't,
true.
and
If you look at it
Junior
like
that
that.
we had, he been in my life since he was months old. I know him as my son. So it's a bond there too, but it's still questionable because I asked him that when we first got pregnant. So what we naming this if this a boy? And we just
What I
never
said.
had to cross that
We
line.
didn't even think about it.
And
Okay.
he okay with that, but I'm not
See?
though. Like I
Yeah.
feel
A
away.
lot of
Yeah.
niggas who are bad. Every nigga want a woman that's a virgin. Like you know other niggas, you probably know other niggas, you know other niggas who want that, who okay with that. You ain't okay with that shit. I ain't okay with that shit. So we both ain't okay with some shit. Let's move on to be great. You hear me?
And since
A man's most prized possession is a woman's virtue. A lot of women want all this
Yeah.
shit, but y'all ain't biblically. Oh, you a virgin when I meet you.
But
this
do
and
y'all
that.
really want the
Yes,
the
absolutely.
virgin?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to think like damn.
You want a virgin, but you want her to be a freak.
No,
How does
who
that work?
said that?
I'ma
I'm
teach
gonna
you,
teach her.
baby.
I'm gonna teach her everything she needs to know.
But I watch the
I'ma
other
teach you,
episode.
baby.
You lying. I watched the other episode, and you said you're
I
not
ain't
even
said that.
wifing if she ain't get if you ain't hit yet.
I got a
So-
text right
She's
here,
a
motherfucker.
virgin.
No,
It's
she a
way
virgin. That's a
different.
different
Way
conversation.
different.
You not gonna tell me I
I'm
can't
a
fuck
virgin.
if
Why
you
the
been
fuck
fucking.
test?
I'm a virgin
She
to
a
you.
virgin.
I'm a virgin to you.
She's not lying.
Oh wait, we ain't no
Me too.
rush.
I'm a virgin to
You ain't
you.
gonna tell me X, Y, and Z and then tell you get to me all of a
Okay,
sudden
but
how we ain't fucking.
How's you wanting a woman
No.
that's a virgin and you not?
Because I'm not. It was never like that.
Never like that.
When was it ever in history? When was it ever that the man was a virgin? He used to go whole
Go
thing
read
about
that Bible.
marriage.
He was on the road.
Marriage was
Go read
about
that
the
Bible.
whole proposal of what was it? men to come to different villages. Okay, you got a daughter that's a virgin here.
What
you don't
religion is
care.
we in right
real,
now?
right?
That boy is
No.
This is
Look,
what I'm
No, it's
saying.
not real.
That boy
So
different.
back in the day,
is
they
what I'm
didn't,
saying.
men didn't go to different
Man
villages.
did go to
Find
Papa was Rolling Stone.
But
Wherever
was
they
they
said that
lying
was his
though?
song.
Was they lying on their
This is-
deed?
this-
no, because
they
women were
wasn't.
trained.
Oh,
You a virgin,
thank
you gonna learn how to cook, clean, all the good
This
shit.
is-
That's what
This
it
is-
was.
This is what
That's
what
not
marriage
in the
was.
word
this
of
what
God.
men
We
care
ain't talking
about.
about God. We just talking about what's going on.
This
The
is
word
what
of
men
God.
care about.
You ain't supposed to be having sex.
But
Right
this
or
is-
wrong.
this is-
Hallelujah.
yeah.
So,
This is what men care
Hey,
about.
so how y'all been feeling about that step shit then?
What you
Oh
mean?
no,
Step
I was
parents?
I was a stepchild, and I made sure that's why I had kids late, because I made sure that I didn't date no man with kids.
Me neither. I ain't did no
Yeah.
Trigger on
I
that
just
shit.
lesson.
Trigger on
I
that- Speak on that shit.
No,
I didn't when I didn't have kids. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't have kids till I was 22. Well, that's when I had my first kid. So before then, no, I didn't date people that had kids. For what?
Even I
I
had
wanted
two.
my own
Even
baby
when I
daddy.
had two, I still didn't date women with kids. They're like, how you bitch? I want what I want. You
Why
might want a
you
I ain't
tall,
gonna
dark
lie.
skin.
Because
Listen,
the kid ass
I
shit.
don't want nobody
Hey,
with kids. If shorty, you got
See,
kids,
yeah,
I'm not
shit,
fucking
these
to
shit
you.
years.
I know it come with it.
See, I'm
I
kind
know
of
how I
different.
was raised.
Baby daddy
Okay,
issues.
you get to showing out, you get
Yeah.
your ass whooped.
Facts.
And then his daddy gonna want to slide for me touching his kid, which is understandable.
No, he
You
can
know
really
what I'm
some respect
saying?
that.
In order to avoid all that bullshit,
I'm not
if you
gonna
got
fuck
back,
with
I'm
you.
not even fucking with you.
So
That's
why
what-
didn't nobody put this on the billboard? Because I ain't get that memo. Don't date nobody with kids.
It depends on how
It
old,
depends on
how
how you
old
is
y'all
and how you
was
look
when
at it.
y'all
It
started
depends how
dating.
old the kids
That's
is
how-
too.
Yep, that too.
I mean,
That's
Now
so
my
I
shit
had
kind
a-
of different.
My stepdaddy, he came in when I was like 4. My brother was 5. He cool, starting out cool. Then when we get older, I'm a stepchild.
And see, that's
He have his own kids. I'm like, that shit's so whack to me. So you like came to my mama like, oh yeah, we like, and she probably was like, oh, let me
Right.
go with him because he good with the kids. Tricked her, but what we talking about? Tricked her, had his own kids, and now it's like, oh fuck them ain't my kids.
that's fucked
You
up.
should have
That's
slid on his ass.
that's how shit can be though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like the kids be feeling a certain type of way too.
Mhm.
Like this ain't my
Yeah.
daddy. Fuck this nigga. My daddy over here.
For
I know for
sure.
a fact my kids be feeling some broke ass nigga. Like I be saying like y'all gotta relax. Like this shit ain't it. But like all jokes aside though, it's like the kids don't have that type of feelings. And like you gotta think about all that shit when you dating people with kids. And
Yeah.
all that. Like I said, you gotta really tread lightly on everything that you do. Like I said, the kids, you might have kids that are good and listen and all this. You have my kids like, man, fuck dog. I don't give a fuck my daddy here or not. I ain't fucking with this.
Or
nigga. I
just
don't like
this
him or
might
whatever.
just be bad as a mother.
But are y'all really like? Maybe I was just in a whole nother world. Y'all really having asking yourself these questions and asking the people y'all having sex with these questions,
Well, you-
like
you-
thinking
It
about
depends
if
what
they got kids, what type of kids they got, what the baby mama.
So if they
baby
hope
daddy-
it's- I ain't
See,
thinking
Todd,
about that.
I
like,
ain't
the thing
thinking
with me
about
though,
If they
I
hope
I
it's, I ain't thinking about
I was
that.
17. I was 17,
Yeah, that's
19
it.
with the same chick. So I haven't had no more scares,
Yeah,
no nothing. So
and my
it's different.
2 out of my 3, my kids is they only kid. Only one of them got multiple kids besides my kid. The second one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like-
My first one and my last one, my 2 kids is they only kids. So kind of, sort of, but they ain't really know what they wanted or what type of
Right.
parent they was gonna be because they didn't have no kids yet.
Mhm.
But I had a different type of outlook on step parents because my mom, like my stepdad, was like everything. Like, cause my real dad, he wasn't there at all, but my stepdad was there from the time I was 6 till still now. Like my
Shout out
kids
to that
know
man.
him.
Yeah.
Like that's they
He a
pawpaw.
real
Like
nigga.
That's
he
real.
he been me and my sister, me and my sister under me and her both. We got different dads than my 2 youngest siblings.
Mhm.
Their dad, he been in my life since I was 6. So he just been like a good dad. And I never like had a bad experience with having like a step parent or nothing like that. Like that's my dad. We don't even use like the step term or none of that.
Yeah. Step parents is hard though. I had
Yeah.
step parents. She was a B word. She better now. But I
You
now that I'm a
outgrew her.
step mom, I understand her tension was really towards my mom because she was still sleeping with my dad. And it's just like the
Ooh, plot
frustration.
thickens.
I know you lying to me in my household. I know something going on, and it was just like a lot of layers.
But you don't think that's
Yeah.
your daddy fault though? Because kind of.
Yeah, I think it was both of them, my dad and my mom. But then it became hard too now being a stepmom because some days it's like your mama and your daddy getting on my damn nerves. That's
Mhm.
one day. The next day is like, who you think you getting an attitude with? And then the next day it's like, girl, you ain't even my daughter, but I'm finna whoop you. So it's like all these layers trying to unpack that. I have more empathy for my stepmom because they was really being janky.
Mhm.
So then I come in the house giggly, acting like my mama. girl, I want to
Set
smack
her
you
up.
just because you sound just like her,
Mm.
and because what my mom would say or what she would do, I could see through that. So I'm
Right.
doing the same thing. Girl, I don't gotta listen to you. Why you talking to me like that? So then she started to treat me away because I'm acting away. And
Acting
so
out.
it's hard to now be a stepmom and try to balance these emotions. So I got more empathy for her when I was going through that. Like, dang, she was really in a tough position. I ain't in that position.
Right.
And trying to make it better because, kids see everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts. And then it's
really.
like, the kids, like you said, they gotta feel it because they don't know what's going on in their daughter's lives and what they mad
Facts.
about.
Right.
Could be bills, could be relationships. You don't know what they mad about. And the kids got a feeling. And you looking at the kids like, damn, you look just like that motherfucker. Or you see like they do some shit. You be like, damn, that's the goofy shit that they do over there, and they
Right.
piss you
Damn,
off.
he a junior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My shit kind of different.
But
though,
the
dog.
thing about it, why he should have been a
petty.
junior, is because even looking at like the nigga looked just like me. So you really were supposed to be a junior regardless. 'Cause
That
you
probably
look,
made her mad though all the
but
time.
every time you
And
look
then
at
you gotta
him, you're
call
gonna be
him.
mad.
So
Regardless.
saying his
Your
name
kids
really a
look
lot.
just like you though.
You know what I'm saying? So every time you look at them, then they talk their shit, you're gonna be mad regardless. Like I said, no problem, no shades of shorty. Like I said, I'm trying to get to the perfect co-parenting situation so we can all be at the basketball, football games, just relax, chill.
And this why
No bullshit involved.
you know it's crazy.
Too
Like
old for that.
my step shit, I don't even say step. That shit lame to me. I just call me my name. But my shit was worse at first. It ain't that bad as now because he a boy. So the shit I do, see, your daddy ain't doing shit, but you see this, you like, damn.
Even still,
Okay, I
like
can kind of figure that shit out. But then you gotta get to the point where look, they got graduation. They gonna have step parents. You gonna be there. What you gonna act a fool at the graduation because
some
you
people
on
will
to it.
though. Some people will. Like I said, me growing up, I had like my sister dad there, and like he was there, but he wasn't there.
Right.
So that nigga was always Eddie. Like, you sit over there, do what you do. I'm gonna be over here doing what I do. We ain't gonna mix in. So like I understand what my kids be saying. It's like, man, we ain't trying to, whatever, because
Right.
they feel some type of way. And it's
Like they got to pick.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't be wanting
You
to
want to
have feel
pick
that.
sides. That shit lame.
But-
It's hard. That's why it's best to be able to coexist together. That's why I'm
Facts.
real big on that. Like
Facts,
my
facts,
kids, they all know each other's dads, and they dads all know each other's dads. Because it's big for me for them to be able to coexist. Like I want it to be okay for all three of them to be at the house on Christmas because their kids live with me. So come over and bring their gifts, and everybody is cool. Because I don't deal with neither one of you men.
Hold on, you
So-
had all the men at one time in the same room?
Player.
All the time.
Player.
You a
All
pimp.
the time. People say that, but it's really just I'm good at communicating with people, and I'm honest and I'm upfront. So they know I ain't sleeping with none of y'all behind none of y'all girlfriends.
you never
All of my
double
baby
back?
daddies have girlfriends. Every single last one of them.
You never done
I'm
back?
single. Nope. I don't. When I'm done, I am fucking done. And that's how it was. After I had my kids with them, my first baby daddy, the only person who I was actually in a long-term back and forth type of relationship with,
Yeah.
because we was kids when we first started dealing with
Okay.
each other. And we very cool to this day. All of them I'm cool with. The last two, sometimes we have our little arguments and stuff like that, but it never affect the kids or how we do stuff or how we co-parent or stuff like that.
I don't even argue with my
None at all. It's cool.
shorty text. Like we in the group message.
Shout out to that too. You 100 for that.
That's
When he
good.
told me that
'Cause
shit,
you ain't never finna
I said,
act
damn.
like I tried to. No, you
That's
write me in
what's
a
up,
personal
too.
message.
That's
I'm gonna
what's
write you in that message. Like, what did you say?
okay. So 300. Speak on that.
That's
Speak on that.
respect. That's
What
respect.
made you think?
I'd rather talk
What
to
made you
girlfriend.
think? Like, okay, I'm finna just put her in there and just
I
leave
think
alone
Shorty
that
really
shit.
started because I wasn't even talking
You
to her at
started
all.
Because
See,
that's
wasn't
why I
fucking to her.
said
Like,
I
I
be
know how
getting
messy
mad.
she is. So I'm like, in order to make sure me and Shorty gonna work, I can't even talk to you, Shorty.
And that's how you know
100
that's
though.
a real
Respect.
woman though.
That's
That's 100.
respect. She
She
grown.
able to
And she knew.
communicate with this
And
woman.
then, like I said, she said that shit in front of her, like, "Oh, you want to see it? This is a package deal. You ain't talking to me. You ain't seeing your kids." So she already knew. She was the reason I couldn't see my kids. Nothing else. Wasn't because Shorty was mad. No, she knew I moved down, and she literally like take me to court.
You know why she
And
did
Shorty
that?
like, all right, bet.
She was
I guess
moving
we finna go
with
to
wisdom
court.
on her ass.
Right.
She
Okay,
up
not
there.
your
The
situation.
fact of having to go to court and shit, like I don't
listen,
even, we
first
shouldn't
time
have to
to court,
do
my,
that.
my first time
Talk
ever
about that.
going to court, period,
Wanna talk
in my
about that?
entire life was to go see
Talk
my
your shit, boss.
kids.
I don't like
What
shit.
about-
It's crazy.
I feel like the court system is fucked up
It
is.
because you got black daddies like me that's trying to beat her. I
Well,
didn't.
my
My daddy
situation-
when I was around, my daddy didn't grow up with me and shit. Part of the reason my mama could have been part of it, I didn't know. When I got older, me and my daddy, when I was 18, that's when we got cool. My stepdaddy was there, but he got killed. So shit, when he went there, the streets is right here. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna give from the curse right now. So me having a daughter, as a black father, your daughter need her daddy. I don't give a fuck. They
Okay.
need their daddy because this is why they.
Yeah, the girls
The prostitution.
be needing us more than the boys.
Yes.
This is why they be getting beat by men. This is why they be getting finessed because they daddy figure one in there.
Yeah.
And for these mamas to be doing that whole ass shit, fuck y'all. Because I'm going through cussy about it right now. And motherfucker ain't gonna be satisfied till daddy be like, fuck it. And I see why daddy say fuck it too, because when you go to court, if you don't have a bag,
Not even that.
you fucked up.
You gotta realize daddy's like you gotta deal with their baby mom, whatever the case is. You gotta deal with the white man. Then you still worry about niggas that's trying to rob you, get down, get back door, all type of shit. So look how much shit black men
Got going on.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, he bogus, he is, he that. That man just he fucked up. Like everybody against this man right now.
But you still gonna hit raw though.
It ain't because niggas ain't niggas.
Wait,
be
well,
traumatized.
Where did they go from?
How'd you get that from everything we talking about?
I'm just being realistic.
But this
I'm
is
being
why-
And you gonna lay your ass down too and let him hit
saying,
one too.
you going through all this, and you just gonna keep having kids. You gonna keep
Not
having
necessarily.
kids.
But
that's
You
how
keep having
people
kids.
respond, though.
Well, that's just like.
Would you have some more kids?
You know what I mean?
Me, yes.
That's just
But
like a
my
therapy to
situation
them.
Shit
different. If
happens.
me and him don't work out, I think I would still have my kids with him.
Really?
But you wanna have one baby daddy?
No, not just the one baby daddy thing. Just I want all my kids to have the same daddy experience.
Are you and the man
So what
together
about
now?
when you? Oh, you
We
see-
going through what we going through.
Yeah, that's how they should be.
Cause shit,
So what about-
pregnancy,
Okay.
the whole everything.
That's too
just fuck
fresh
it.
What
though.
about
I
you,
feel
look?
like that's too much pressure. That's fresh. That's 7 months. I mean, even being married, last baby, Ava, had me going through it. Like the emotions that happen right after a baby, we make life-changing decisions off of them, and we shouldn't as women.
Right.
Because
Mm-hmm.
it's so much going on, and it's like, you know what? Screw the whole world. Screw you. You ain't helping me. You ain't doing what my expectations in my head want you to do,
That's
even though I ain't said a
facts.
thing.
Facts.
But you gonna raise your
Facts.
damn
Facts.
mind.
Facts.
That's
Right.
the reason
Go-
why.
it's a lot
It's-
going on.
it's-
And then
it
this
do. It
baby
comes to
want to
that.
eat every 2 hours. Come
And
on.
then you gotta
now.
think about it. Then the nigga gotta deal with that shit. That's why most niggas, I'm out this bitch. Fuck you.
A lot of them do.
But then these
the
sisters-
good ones are the ones that stick around and figure out how to deal
Mm.
with that.
But see,
He said they both.
stick around.
I can't even say that
They
the
don't
good.
come back,
That's
Sometimes
another
it be too
reason.
much.
but they need to bounce their
Mentally-
mind.
That's another reason why I don't
mentally
talk
niggas
to
check
dudes
out.
Yeah,
with
mentally
kids. Because
niggas
like
definitely check
you
out.
don't see, you ain't checking in with your kids and woo woo woo.
But how you
know
know
what
he
he going
can
through?
though? How you know he can though? Because you gotta think like
Yeah.
it's
You
easy
should
to
never-
it's easy to
I don't
say
never
you don't
shit,
check
I
in,
can't
but
understand
See,
that.
y'all
I
you
saying-
can't always
y'all
check
saying
in.
y'all saying the system and white
Me,
man
I can't
woo,
promise
woo.
him.
We
It
not
is
talking. I'm talking
too.
about these bug
But
ass
y'all-
baby mamas
But y'all
will
gonna
make a situation a lot harder. I done seen it. Not even talking about mine.
I would never
I've seen
understand how-
situations.
I owe you some money. All right, bet. I'm gonna put it in his lockbox. You figure out what's the code. You get your money out. Why do all that extra shit?
That's
It's
why.
let me
That's
see my
why.
shorty.
It could
By
be
Go to
so.
court. Go
the
to
state
your lawyer.
got my
I got
kids'
months,
dads on child support.
Hold
I
on.
don't use
Elaborate on
that.
that
See,
shit.
I'm a
Elaborate
child.
on that
I'm a
shit.
child. I didn't
How
grow
do
up
you
with
get?
no-
How
my
do the
dad-
state get you on child support? Break that shit down.
Okay, so when I had my kid, well, my first child, for example, when I had my first daughter, 2014. Back then, this is how stuff used to go. I had my last kid 2018, so shit could be different now. But when I had my daughter, it was just basically since I had insurance through the state.
It's the same. Yep.
It is basically the father has to come up with half of those funds. So that is what child support for. Not to give me money, none of that. That comes after that first court date when they establish paternity.
What if you want to pay out his pocket and fuck the system?
But wait, you can pay out of pocket for your birth and expenses because that's what you paying to the state. The state feel like we just paid for your child to be born, the child care, and we still paying.
That's
So
the state.
you should pay half of that and give us our money back. So that's them.
What if I had the money right away? Go give them their money back.
Then you should have had insurance for her to go to the doctor visits, to have the baby birth, all of that, and then you won't even have to worry about.
I
the
do,
state.
but I'm still on child support.
But you would have been had to put that in place for her to be able to have your baby.
So she
Yeah.
don't.
A lot of
so
men
she
don't want to do that because
Oh.
y'all be worried about, that might not be my baby or this, and that. and
What's
the
wrong
third.
with a DNA test? Why I can't know for
Nothing
sure?
is wrong with it. I got a DNA test with every last one because I wish a nigga would.
Because anything in life, you need paperwork. You buy a dog.
It
You
ain't
need
even about.
paperwork.
It ain't even about what you nigga would like.
I need
now, me
sanity.
and Shorty married. Boom. Let a bitch pop up next month. Oh, I'm pregnant. I bet
She
you
better
Shorty.
have a DNA test.
Hold on. Now, am
Yeah.
I wrong for making her take it in that test?
Wait, what?
No, yes.
Wait, what?
Because
Not
y'all
wrong.
married.
Not wrong. It don't matter.
Y'all
It don't
married.
matter.
This
It
is
do
what-
not matter.
Why
That
can't-
shit do
why
not
can't I have
matter.
confirmation?
That is not disrespect to his wife.
I'm on her right now. Listen, you just said if a bitch pop up tomorrow and she say I'm the baby daddy, she better have me go take a DNA test. But if she pop up next month and I say I need a DNA test, I'm wrong.
You're
It's my
wrong.
wife.
Because you know why? Yes, because but there is a woman. It's a woman coming to y'all accusing you of
I'm sleeping with her,
infidelity.
yes.
So yes, bitch, we need a DNA
And now you
test.
pregnant, and let's just get a DNA test.
But
But
you
ain't no
my husband.
infidelity.
Why I can't have my
You
sanity?
ain't
Yeah,
nice.
crazy as hell.
So
So,
why would you
so
talk
she
about
can't have
me?
nothing to do with
Ain't no nigga come to you as a man telling you I was pregnant. I came and told you.
Is he wrong?
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
mean
he
nothing.
wrong because genetics.
Yeah, that don't
When
mean
does the baby
nothing.
come out light skinned, mixed,
They don't
blue
mean
eyes?
nothing. They don't
Genetics.
mean nothing.
Jeanette, so either way, I shouldn't get on DNA
You
test.
should have seen my daughter when my first child was born. My baby daddy would have never in a million years thought that was his daughter. How she looked,
But listen,
but it's genetics.
so what's wrong with the DNA test? Shit, $100.
Yeah, what's wrong with paperwork? Why we can't have our sanity? Like,
Because
peace
if-
of mind.
If I was
I
married
need my peace of
and my
mind.
husband asked me for a DNA test, he would have me fucked up.
I'm
Insult.
still your husband at the end of the
Insult.
day.
As a nigga,
That's
I'm
not
just
an
fucking
insult.
with. As a nigga, I'm just fucking with. I'm gonna give you a DNA test before
But you get a DNA
ask.
test, you say,
Hey,
fuck with
shorty
whatever.
line. You got me fucked up.
Yeah. But if you my husband and you talking about some DNA test, oh no.
Paperwork.
I'ma tell-
You cannot do anything with our life without paperwork.
But we
though.
done seen wives on like y'all don't must not watch these
18
court
years.
shows.
ATL
Wives
wives.
get on there and
Again.
they cheat
But I
on their
take marriage
husbands.
serious, so I don't feel like
You
people
do.
will just blatantly
Shit.
fuck shit up.
But
Listen,
And
for
be
what?
married. Why are you married? then?
You'll be surprised how many women.
I'm never gonna
And
just
men-
think that. I have to go through that, or that has to happen in front of my eyes for me to think my husband.
You saying that now,
It
so you that pretty
it ain't
sensitive.
gotta
I'm
happen
not gonna think that.
It ain't
But
even
see,
about-
listen though, it ain't even him saying like, "Oh, I think you
I'm finna go
cheated."
cheat.
It's just me saying, "Mama's baby's daddy's baby." I just want to make sure I know this is my baby. So for 18 years, I have that.
No,
that
we
sanity is
married,
intact.
and you asked me for a DNA test. What
I'ma
the
love
fuck
you
is
to-
you doing? That you
Right.
asking me?
Why I gotta be
So
flipped
I'm
over?
What the
doing
fuck
a
is
DNA
you
test.
doing?
Why I gotta be
Practice
flipped
what you
over?
preach. What the fuck is you doing?
That you questioning what I'm doing?
But I'm not
sleep with
questioning you
every night.
though. I'm not questioning.
Why
you.
can't
I'm
have
saying the
confirmation?
test.
Because we're married. Who else fucking cares?
Paperwork.
That's
This
a,
the
We don't,
issue.
for marriage, we need certificate. Why the fuck I can't get that
This
for
the
DNA?
issue though. This what we talk
All I
about. We
wanna
talk
know
about
is-
cheating and infidelity within a marriage and a child being brought into this. Like that's why
Same
we not
thing.
getting
Common
nowhere.
denominator is still a child,
That's why we
motherfucker.
not getting
Common
nowhere. That's what
denominator
we
is still the
talking
child.
about. That's what we deal with on a day to day. Like that's what we deal with. We could be
The
we
court
tryna-
system.
I'm trying to break
court system.
generational
Right.
curses.
Sometimes you go through like motherfuckers you wrong. That shit get put on like my cousin Breon. Boom, this bitch just say, "Oh, this your baby." Da da da. Tear the nigga house up, keys, car, all type of shit. Name the baby after him. First, last, everything. His baby. Go down there, not his baby. What the fuck?
That's a red.
Beat her
That's the
ass.
shit. That's the shit that
Beat her ass.
I
Oh,
hate
I'm
when-
so
I hate
sorry.
situations
She
like
make
that.
it bad for
Beat her
make
ass.
it
It
bad.
make it hard for us to stand up for this.
So think about it now. When he get married in 4 or 5 years, 10, if he
I
do
need
get
that
married,
paperwork.
his wife come up pregnant. I just need that paperwork.
Ain't no
Oh, we
disrespect.
That's-
Because if you, but why you marrying her if you feel like you gonna have to question
In the
her
back of-
and you
in the
gonna have
back
to
of-
Why do motherfuckers get married?
You
Go to people's
traumatized?
phone?
I'm
Okay.
traumatized.
get over that. Heal from that before you
I
How
can't
many
hear from that.
times-
See, every time
How
I
many
get back-
times do a woman get
Paperwork.
her
I
heart
need to-
broke? She healed from it, but then y'all like one time
No,
and y'all
don't.
be like,
I
never
said,
trust
then y'all
again.
listen to
Like,
Keisha Cole. I
Because
should
you
have
know why?
cheated. Fuck
Because you
you.
know why we do that? Y'all got homegirls y'all talk to. Oh, this what happened to me, sis. Girl, you gotta do this. What niggas got? Nothing. If I tell some niggas, some,
Cause
they
y'all
gonna laugh.
the
You soft ass nigga. You better go fuck some hoes. Nigga. You better go fuck some hoes.
Because if you don't, I'm going to laugh at your bitch. I'm going to get some
People
bitches.
gotta
out.
round
That's
that
how
Y'all
she
choose to be that way though. It's girls that got friends who be like, girl, fuck that nigga. It's too many niggas.
No, they going to go fuck that nigga.
But it's
You
girls
talking
that got
about-
wholesome ass friends who wives and who mothers and be
and
like,
most
work
niggas-
it out
and
with
most
your,
niggas
your
got
baby
what?
daddy.
And most
Figure it
niggas
out.
got
You
what?
know, it's worth it.
And what most
Y'all
niggas
niggas is different. Y'all don't know how to express
We
your
damaged.
emotions
We damaged.
with y'all
Damaged.
friends.
We damaged. So
Let
you gonna help
alone
us?
y'all women.
Emotionally
But
damaged.
that, no.
You damaged.
That
You gonna help us,
conversation
Queen?
go
We
back to
damaged.
what you said earlier. Somebody said niggas don't be real. They be putting up the
They
facade
do.
with they homies.
They
how they
do.
trying
You
to show
got
up in the
to.
world.
You
No,
have
you
to.
don't.
Why? Who
Have
says
no
that?
weakness.
Who says
You
that?
cannot show
Why?
weakness.
But
Y'all-
you
y'all
always
would never
have to be
understand
theyself.
'cause we
You
men.
always
Why?
have to be yourself 100%.
You would never
You
understand
can
'cause
never
we men,
pretend
like-
like you okay if you really not okay.
But that's
It's-
how we
it's
was
a lot
taught.
of
Nigga,
men.
you better not
That's too
cry,
much-
nigga. You
that's
better
too much
hold your
pressure
head.
That's
on
in the
y'all.
household. It is taught. You
That's
better
too
not
much.
cry.
That's too much pressure. Like
I
As a
don't do
man,
that
you
to
cry
my
like
if my
that.
son.
son want to cry,
I don't
he
do
gonna
that.
cry. Like
Exactly. I don't
I
do
think
that
that's
to my
all
son.
maturity.
I don't like that.
Right, you don't, but I guarantee
don't
the
like
men
that.
You're a
his life are
woman.
going
You're a
to.
woman. You ain't
I
gonna
don't
You're
like
not
understand.
going to do that.
This
But
like
the
we
men
never
his life are
understand
going
what y'all
to.
go through. Y'all pregnant and all that shit. Y'all ain't gonna understand.
But we
go
try
through
to
every
I
day.
don't like that.
We
Don't
try to
tell my
understand.
son not to cry because he a boy. Don't do
It's-
that.
Make
it's
sure his
part
daddy
of-
gonna tell him that shit.
He
You
do,
been out.
and
I'm
I
gonna chase
tell
the shit
him,
out you.
don't tell him not to cry, cause he a boy.
You can tell him that all
So
day long,
what?
but his
He's
dad
3
still
years
gonna
old.
he gonna listen to his dad. This is the father figure. This is a man in my life. He's telling me I
He
can't
do
cry
listen
for
to
whatever.
his
So
dad.
he gonna listen to that man
Poke your
before he
chest
listen to
out.
you about
And
it.
he
But when he with me, he gonna cry.
he coaching
Right,
him
'cause he
into
with mom.
depression. That's what he coaching him into, because he gonna
Yeah.
grow up and
Not
he
necessarily.
gonna feel
Yes,
the
it
way he
is. He
feel.
ain't gonna be able to express
And how's
himself.
he gonna
And I don't want my son
He gonna express
like
himself
that.
a different way.
That's part of the
I
trauma.
don't
domestic
know.
violence?
He
all
gonna be
type of
going
shit.
raw.
Yeah, he gonna express himself.
Yeah, I
already.
don't want my son
It's
cutting
a
up like
joke
that.
until it hit close home.
It
Dude
do.
who was in Brown Deer, who went
Yeah.
off. He
Push that
said
nigga to the edge.
pressure build up, pushed him to the edge.
But we don't
But
know
we
was
don't
he
know what
ever-
she did though. No
I
RP
ain't
to them,
saying-
but we
I
don't know
ain't
what
saying-
she did.
It wouldn't matter though. But what the
It
root
would.
is,
Who
what
are
I'm
you
about to say.
somebody's life? It don't matter what she
Shit,
did. He
hey,
Who are
would
you
never
to
But
know
he
that?
didn't know how to express himself.
man.
Even on the
Exactly.
Facebook Live,
Don't
he didn't
cry.
know how to
Don't
put the
cry.
words to what he was experiencing. That's an issue. Like
That
It is.
is.
it's
It is.
It's
that's
a reason why he
root.
couldn't too.
He definitely
Right.
crashed out, but you know
did
what I'm saying?
crash
It was some, like I said, we don't know what happened. It probably wasn't,
We
you know,
don't.
9 times out of 10, it wasn't worth what he did and the extremes he took to it.
But it
But
has something to
I'ma
do
tell
with
you,
self-expression.
let's
You
talk
can't say that it didn't because it showed in the Facebook Live.
Listen though, 3
Mhm.
months prior, or what was it 3-4 months prior, the man who was married, he was married, ex-wife. Oh, you did something to your kids. Now his kids took it out. Like, he trying to go on with somebody else. Boom. They get into it. What she say? Oh, I'm gonna do you like your ex-wife did. What he did, that took him to his breaking point, just like dog. But his situation, he popped the new girlfriend that was pregnant, killed her. Then he went to his ex-wife house. Hey man, got on live, told the whole story. You know, this whole thing started because of her. And I killed my new woman. I can't. I'm depressed. Woo woo. She walked out the door. Boom, killed her and him. Right. I say this to say, we don't know in that situation what happened. He dude kind of gave a little bit more of a detail that I don't know where I was going with this, but I do know that it was the women part.
I know he was going gang. When he was going is he confided in his new woman.
Oh yeah.
Who's the bam? This what hurt me, baby. Okay, cool. Soon as she got mad, she brought that shit up. Set your
Put it
soft
to-
ass up. Da da da, bitch ass. Hey, what the fuck? You supposed to be a person. You supposed to be my.
Be my piece.
She's supposed to be about peace.
All right, bet. Smoke her dumb ass. Pat.
I will say on that tip, and I believe this, and this is why I do what I do for my business. Women know how to cut with their words, and women walk
Yeah.
around with a lot
Facts.
of trauma, unhealed spaces.
Daddy
That's why
issues.
women where they
No,
are.
don't say that. Don't say that.
Daddy
That
It
do
is
be
true.
it.
Do not say that.
That do
I'm
be
saying,
it.
I'm saying it like this. I'm a counselor by profession. I'm a counselor.
Oh, dope.
Every woman I talk to, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, wait, I'm waiting. Like, I know she gonna say it. Molested. Every single woman that I have
Unhealed.
that I have talked to has been molested by a brother, a dad,
Unhealed.
an
9
uncle.
times out of 10, are they telling the truth or they tell?
Telling the truth
Why
about
would
what?
they lie about
Bitches
that?
Unless
Omar.
it's right now. Right
Uh,
now.
Don't
I'm not
do
helping you
that.
with this argument.
You finna make the world get on your ass.
I'm not helping you with that argument.
You,
Women be lying over
you
shit.
gotta
We talking
stop.
about
You
kids.
gotta
We talking
stop.
about kids.
About being molested.
We talking about
Right.
kids.
I
So
can't
if they hate a
believe
nigga
you.
so bad, why wouldn't they
No.
lie?
We talking about kids.
No.
We talking about kids.
Oh, okay. I thought y'all was talking about
Because
baby
this,
mama. I was
this,
finna
me
say,
being
hey.
a parent now, I'm thinking.
Okay, kids.
you-
Okay, I'm
I
not
don't
gonna say.
even think you
I thought you
raised
was talking
kids.
about baby
I feel like-
mamas. Baby mamas lie. My situation. Shorty, come on, stop playing. Man.
He's traumatized.
Stop
For
playing games.
real.
No
to
paperwork
say
is with
that.
this shit. Where's the paperwork on this
Let
shit?
her finish. You just spazzed out. You
Okay,
spazzed
I am
out.
traumatized because
You
motherfucker
spazzed out.
trying
He
to
on
put
a
the key on
5-minute
that shit.
timeout. He on a crash out timeout.
If you come from a position of help,
So you're saying kids come to you and tell you they got raped?
everybody
Molested.
I talk to,
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay.
I work from people from all walks of life, all ages.
Mhm.
I just sit there and wait. Like I'm a drug counselor, so they addicted to substances because they trying to heal from what they're going through. So
Right.
they, woo. So I'm just waiting. I was molested at a party. I was raped. That was my daddy. Oh, multiple times, multiple. And then she's walking around with this. Some people, they tell their mama, girl, that ain't
She don't
happened
do
to
nothing.
you.
Yeah.
You don't tell it outside of the house you hear. So what is
Right.
this woman supposed to do?
I believe that. That's
Okay.
Family
Okay, so
secrets.
then that's why I have sympathy for women who y'all call thoughts, whatever. That's just a woman that's hurt.
Right.
That's
Facts.
just a woman
I'm
that's
not
hurt.
So I'm
knocking-
hurt.
not
See, I'm
knocking.
gonna fuck 50 bitches.
Hold on,
I'm hurt.
hold on.
Not even that.
But that's not where I
Tell
was
'em.
going. I'm not knocking that. I'm 100% in agreement with you. And that's why I say I do what I do, because we get to a point as women, we trying to be so strong. I'm going to show up in this world. I'm going to bring my confidence. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to stand up for my kids. I'm going to be the woman I'm supposed to be. When I feel disrespected, I'm going to go against it. That's a problem, though, because the women who come to you are strong. It's all the women who won't come to you and will keep lashing out, keep having sex, keep snapping on people. It is an issue. I ain't saying men don't go through a similar process, but women have to show up for more people than just ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we pushing that off on our kids. Stuff go wrong in our life. We
Yeah,
just
true.
muscle it up.
I see that
We don't
every
show
day.
them how to worship. We don't show them how to go to counseling. We don't show
True.
them no form of release that's bottled up. So it's gonna come out through sex, drugs,
True.
men,
Exactly.
That's true.
same
And they
sex
do.
relationship, all this stuff.
It's not fun. Like y'all do it as fun. It's like games. Like, oh,
Mhm.
y'all hit
Yeah,
Shorty
y'all
last
wanna
night.
do it.
This is actually like therapy
Niggas do-
or
niggas do
healing
that.
for
I just
her.
said it's therapy for niggas. Some niggas.
Well, it's women out here like that too. Now we can't just
Niggas don't
mean,
feel
we
love.
can't just throw it. Oh my God, the women been
But they
molested.
call
and
that
all
Okay,
that.
okay,
Listen,
okay.
act like niggas
Playing
don't
devil,
get molested and
devil's
all that.
advocate.
The same shit.
I get you. I
Everybody
feel like
go through the same process.
It's reasons though.
Right.
Like, better believe, even though I feel like I'm fine, it's
Yeah.
reasons why I
Right.
have 3 baby daddies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Ain't nothing wrong
reasons.
with that.
Pressure.
It's reasons.
Ain't nothing wrong with
It's
that.
reasons why I don't love none of them.
Right.
And I don't want to be with
Sure,
none of
you
them.
might
It's
have that pressure,
reasons.
nigga. Shit, you know you got some
It
pressure.
is
Shit,
reasons
tell you what.
behind that.
Yeah.
So it's not just, you know, and I'm aware of that. I don't want my daughters to grow up and have multiple, you know,
Yeah.
fathers and their
For
kids.
sure.
I want them to have a husband and to grow up and be happy. Like, I don't want that. I don't have that example to show them that,
But you want it for them.
but I want that for them
Right.
more than ever.
Yeah.
And they dad there, and even though I'm not married to nobody, whatever, I feel like me and they dads being there for them and
Mature.
showing them the right way and being able to have a good relationship to
It's a
take care of
step.
them and stuff.
Yep.
It'll help them realize that that's the ultimate goal.
And that's what matters is like if y'all can, because the whole convo was with the co-parent. If y'all can all get to that agreement and co-parent in a healthy way for the
Mhm.
kids, that's what matters. Like I said, the kids is gonna look at what they seen growing up, and they're gonna look at what they were told, and then they're gonna get somewhere. I feel like in the middle ground of that. 'Cause I know I was told, you know what I'm saying, get married, all that, wait, condom up. But
Mhm.
what I do, because all my big cousins that I fucked with, and
Yeah.
all my uncles and all that, everybody had kids at 17, 16, 18. That's all the men in my
Generation
family.
curse.
My question
I
for
did
the
the
guy.
same shit.
My question for you: do you feel like you got control, like in your life, like
Of my life.
like just control? Like you be like, okay, I can go do this. I got control of the situation. I go here. I got control.
No. I feel like even having
that's it. Do you feel like
It depends on what you're talking about. For
Just like-
I feel like
same way I
y'all
just broke it down to
damn
him? Do you feel like you got control? Like this control, like you got so many people that like you can get pulled over. Do you feel you have control in that situation? Like your court situation. Do you
Hell
feel you got
no.
control?
we never
Okay,
had
wait.
control.
So look, so now when you get to the bedroom, when most niggas have sex with women, do you feel you in control?
Yeah.
Do you feel you in
Absolutely.
control? So that's why most niggas go raw. I'm in control. Like out of all the shit that I can't control in the world, you mine.
But
Yeah.
okay, but then those
A woman don't even ask
consequences
that shit,
is
though.
gonna put you in the
But
non-control
it's
back
worse-
again.
But it's
Then
worse.
you ain't in
Because
control.
right now I got control. It's temporary pleasure.
Yeah, temporary
He ain't say it was
pressure and
right. He just
lifetime
said
of
that's
pain.
real.
Lifetime of
Exactly.
I
pain.
ain't saying it was right.
At least
I'm just
18
saying,
years.
that's why most niggas do that shit.
But that's the
They don't
answer
know.
to the question too. Healthy co-parenting, everything we talked about, go back to healing self. Like I can't worry about what she doing, what he doing. If I
Facts.
focus on what
Me.
I'm doing, I'm gonna show up different,
But that's
and I'm gonna.
different for you.
But you can't be the bigger
Niggas
person
can't
everything.
heal from not having control how we don't got control.
Yeah, true.
Yes,
Especially
you
as black
can.
As a man, you
Let's-
want to have
okay,
control
Let's
of
be
every
honest. Let's just be
situation.
honest. Let's look at the whole color chart. You got the white man, you got the white woman, then you got the black woman, then you got the black man. Why are we at the
Hey,
bottom of this?
Hey,
No,
hey,
I think
no,
black
no.
woman is at the bottom, first of all.
Stop it,
And then
Come on.
secondly,
Come on.
secondly,
Come
on now.
secondly,
Come on now.
Man, what?
Come on.
What world do y'all
Any
live in?
race
Black
of
women
one-
at the bottom.
Any race of women
You're
you
at
can
the
get.
bottom.
Any
If you
race
do
of
a crime,
women
hold on, I got a
you can
question.
Black men
If
are
you-
at the top of
Hold
black
on.
women.
If
What
I do a
y'all
crime,
talking
if
about?
you do a crime, you think a black man gonna do it or a black woman? If you do a crime.
Not even
A
that.
crime, black men.
Let's just run into this. Let's run into this. Let's just run into this. We
Black
don't know. We
men
don't
are
know.
gonna
I'm
commit
gonna
crime.
start by saying this. We don't know what happened between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. We do not know.
Okay.
Did they not tear this man down before the
Yes.
fact came out?
Yes.
They had one.
Fuck
Yes.
him, pulling all type of.
I ain't never got
shit.
into that. That
But
just was some shit.
did you not hear about this man? What he did?
But you know
Yeah.
why? What plays into
They tear
that
the
is
black
the
man down
image
right
that
away.
Meg puts out.
Yeah,
She a
exactly.
positive, happy woman that just like to shake her ass
Okay,
to us.
Okay.
So we
That's a
like, why
whole-
he shoot her? What's wrong with him?
Yo,
What the fuck?
right
Blah,
away,
blah,
calm
blah.
down though. Y'all
I
didn't let the
never got
facts
it.
come
I ain't
out.
never got into none of
We all we know is he shot this positive black bad bitch.
As long
out
as
here.
you-
No,
What
no,
you say?
no.
He shot.
No.
You already got in your mind. He did
No.
it.
No, I
You
know.
don't know.
He
He's
didn't
short
do
as
it.
fuck.
She
I know he-
made that up for her image, and I am standing on it.
I
That
know.
girl done got every endorsement known to man since that shooting. She done showed up in a way that is even inconsistent to storytelling. How you gonna be down for women and then you go on stage and shake your
Tara,
butt? That ain't
listen,
never
I
been
think
women empowerment.
I think he's short, so he shot her.
Listen, I knew it was bullshit when the
He's
week.
short, so he shot her.
First
Because he
of
got the
It's
small
a
man.
Listen though, but wait,
Exactly.
It be
Nah,
little niggas.
listen.
Because he don't got no outlet
what y'all
to
missing?
It be
express
the small
himself.
fries.
His
Listen,
art,
though,
The shit
what-
that
his
they
do.
music.
What you're missing
It be
is
the
he
small
didn't have.
fries.
They
They
found no
be-
bullet fragments nowhere. For
Not
one.
even that.
Two, the next week or the week after,
Last
2
week.
weeks
Let's
later,
talk about what happened
she
last
was
week.
shaking ass on the ground.
Let's talk
in
about
the
last
shoes.
week. Last week.
I don't
his
look up
DNA
to
All
the
these
Megan.
celebrities
I
do
don't.
this shit.
I don't
They
look
on
up to
drugs
last,
for
Okay.
last week,
So
his
maybe we
evidence
shouldn't
wasn't on the
even
gun.
use them as
It's
examples.
somebody else's. Last
they
week, this
are.
shit came out. This is
Yeah, they
right now.
did say that.
Right now, somebody else's DNA is on the gun, not his.
They
So
pushed,
now
they
what?
pushed the
They
court
still-
date back.
Ain't nobody heard about that shit yet, but everybody said he did
That
that
man
They pushed the court
paid.
date back.
He
They
got
did. That's what the
NFTs
charge
They
and
pushed
about.
him,
shit.
yeah.
They
He done
pushed it
sold
back.
albums. That man paid. He ain't. He ain't.
It ain't
No,
no
man,
point.
they should slander on
It's
the
not,
name.
it's not the point. It's
Either
the
way.
fact that they shitting on his name. That's
Torn
that bitter
down.
shit.
Okay, look,
And most women's hop. That's all I'm saying.
That's the
Look how
bitter
most
shit.
women hopped on that
Didn't
shit.
they even know the facts, but hopped on the wave.
I said most, not all.
Hopped
Most.
on the
But listen,
But
that,
y'all
that
dudes,
goes back to why
that's the
when women
support.
slander
No,
their
no,
baby daddies on the
support,
internet.
support.
Women hop on the wave not knowing the whole situation, but because they slander. Y'all got a problem.
That's
What's your
men.
problem with
I
me?
ain't
No,
gonna lie.
that's men. That's men. Okay,
What?
so the situation y'all just mentioned, where
Yeah.
dude popped his baby mama, right?
Right.
Y'all automatically excusing the behavior,
I ain't
but
We
you
didn't
don't know
do
what he-
it.
but
I
you
don't excuse
know-
it. I understand
but
because
you
I'm a
don't-
black man.
but
I
you don't know-
understand.
but you don't know
I
what
know
he
why he
did.
did.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Y'all talking about
I
the
don't
dude.
feel like going to smoke a motherfucker about my shorties. So I understand, my nigga. I ain't do it, but I understand.
Yeah, we
But
ain't say it
y'all
was
got
right.
that- Look at the
If
situation.
you care about your shorty,
Look at
you
the
gonna pop their
situation.
That's
mama.
why I didn't
Your
do it.
baby-
But I
Wait.
understand what
Which
made him
one are we
think
talking
that.
about? We
Look
talking
at
about
the
two.
situation.
Which
The brown
situation?
situation here in Milwaukee.
We just said we.
Your
I don't
baby
know.
in the household. That's
Trauma.
number one.
Trauma.
The trauma. Your
baby
baby
ain't
in the
understand
No
household.
that.
parents,
Right.
no parents.
Regardless.
Now they gonna have no-
He gonna understand
Yeah,
eventually
he gonna-
and they
because
gonna
he's
grow
a
with no
child. He's
parent.
gonna grow without his mother and his father.
Yeah.
Your baby in the household.
We not excusing that though.
But
Y'all
you made an
is.
excuse
Well, we
though.
not-
You
because
said
off
we
the
don't
top,
know what happened.
We
though.
don't know what
I don't
happened.
know what happened, but I
Regardless of
understand.
what happened, the shit is fucking cut. Like
It's-
that shit is wrong.
It's
dead
fucked up,
wrong.
but
I
something
don't
push
even
you to your
care.
point too,
I
right?
care about, the mother, the father, but I mainly care about the child because
Yeah,
it's
too.
him that has to grow up with that trauma of his mother, of his father killing his mother while he was 2 years old in the
Yeah.
house, and his father like that shit is just
horrible.
it's nothing that nobody
Yeah.
can say to make it, a little
Yeah.
better than what it. No, it's
Yeah.
just
I
But
mean,
listen,
it's
the thing is,
horrible.
I understand.
It's
you, what I'm
terrible.
saying.
I mean, I understand y'all go through a lot. I do understand it. But
No, y'all don't understand.
most of the terrorizing y'all do.
Let me double
is
back
to
though.
black
You
women.
just
We
said
get-
you said black women
I've
is at the
never
bottom.
Terrorize the black
Black
woman.
man is at the
Bro,
bottom.
Ever.
y'all can go out and get any race of woman that y'all want.
Right.
Any race.
But we don't want. We want black
Right.
queens.
Yeah, we want black
No,
women.
y'all don't.
no, y'all don't. Not
No,
at all
y'all don't.
times.
Y'all want black queens after
What?
you done ran through 300 bodies. Then y'all want
Not
a
at
black
all
queen.
times.
And y'all fucking used up and y'all shit.
Baby,
Not at all
I ain't never had
times.
sex with no white
I
woman.
would never have
Never.
300 bodies.
But
on
you
my
don't have
hands.
sex with a woman outside of your race. Have you or have you not?
No.
What's the point? Why
I
not?
like black women. I don't care for that.
A lot of men.
I went to
have
all
had
black
sex
schools,
with
so I
women
can't-
outside
Okay, so
of
I don't even know how to
their
talk to different races. I'd be like, hell, man, that shit weird.
I mean, you ain't supposed to. I feel like you don't build the.
I
family
never was
structure
around
with
that
women
shit.
outside your race. But hey, if you want to go fuck off on a white woman, by all means, go have your fun. That's for the ancestors.
But I'm saying we last to be picked and we last to be supported. I mean, where's
Never.
the lie?
The white
Where's
man
lie?
supported
Pick
them.
you.
So when a
That's
black
how-
woman with a white man is
Y'all
okay.
had the whole
All the
public
bullshit.
housing. How's y'all last to be supported? Y'all got the whole
Public housing. You act like
You
public
get public
housing.
housing, but the man cannot be there. Put
You
the
act
nigga on the
like
street.
public housing is
Put that whole
in
ass
a
nigga on the street.
mansion or a
You
condo.
know why
Public
they did
housing
that?
is in the
because a man
fucking
should be able
slum.
to provide.
It's a roof over your
Exactly.
head. Shit.
So
No,
listen-
it's in the fucking
exactly.
slum. So
A
the
man should
kids
be able
that's
to
being
provide.
raised in those neighborhoods,
Mm.
what is they?
But listen,
Come on
a man
now.
should be able to
That's why
provide,
public
right?
housing don't want your baby daddy
Yeah.
living there with you,
Right.
laid the fuck up smoking weed while your kids at virtual school and
Yeah.
you downstairs in
For
your
sure.
house coat
But
on some
listen,
ghetto shit.
but
No,
listen,
they
this
don't
was-
want
this
that.
was in the 60s
Because
when
why
all
this
shit
nigga
happened.
ain't paying half and half with you for
Because
this
the
crib?
position they put him in. Black
No,
motherfuckers-
but
black
black
men-
men gotta stop making
It
excuses.
ain't
Black
excuse-
women
they
is
got
fat
fed
too.
Y'all gotta stop making excuses
Y'all
for
really
yourself.
congratulate
Y'all
women that
know
talk
it's
to a white man.
hard.
When a
Y'all
black
know
man
it's
talk to a
hard.
white woman, yo,
Get the bag,
he out of order.
sis.
I'm not saying
Because scam them niggas, fuck them. We don't give a fuck about
That's
these white
the
niggas.
problem.
So
No, not the
what?
white man. Not the white man. Y'all be doing it with black niggas too.
No, not
What you
me.
mean?
Not me.
Man.
Not
All
me.
these basketball players, they throw all
I
these
came
babies
from a
all over the
nightlife
place.
What you getting
background.
used?
In my nightlife background, I did not deal with black men
Yeah.
at all. Cause y'all cheap
Yeah.
when it comes to the nightlife. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah, shit. I ain't finna get
Paying
every
for that
dollar
shit.
to this motherfucker.
When it
Hell
comes to the
no.
nightlife, y'all cheap as fuck.
Hell
So
yeah.
I did not.
As we should.
As y'all should. I swear to God, as y'all should. I was never mad at a black man for being cheap in the nightlife. I was just on to the next.
Why you
The
just-
white man, I wasn't even dealing.
But in our eyes, guess what we think? Prostitution and she with the white man.
And oh well, my kids is
I mean-
fed. My life is straight. I'm good. My college is paid for, and I don't owe no student loans. All of that. So I did
I
not
ain't gonna
care.
lie.
So we're gonna downplay that, huh?
No,
I did not
I dated a
She
white
did
man
what she had to
before,
do.
and
Every
it
time.
Not the
culturally-
white man.
Culturally, it don't work. It ain't gonna work.
Look,
It ain't.
I
I
would
just,
never.
you
I
know,
would have never had kids and nothing like that. It just don't work.
I got love for my white friends and all that, whatever the case is. But check it out, right? I just literally had this conversation with my son. I told him, "Hey, folks, you can't bring no white girl home."
Oh my God.
Told my daughter, "You can't bring no white man home. Like you
But
can
then
have
why
friends,
do y'all
all
put them
that."
in these schools where they
That
surrounded
is
with
true.
these
That's
type
true.
of
I
people?
can
That's not
agree.
true.
I
I
can
had that.
agree.
That
Why do y'all
conversation
put
was
them
so
in these
neat.
these
I
schools?
can
Because y'all
agree.
like these are good schools.
I can agree.
These are the schools where my
Yeah.
kids are gonna have the
Be
best.
friends with them.
You
And
know,
then when you can talk to your wife
You
friend,
can hang
get that
out
good
with them and
job.
kick it with them and play
Hey,
with them,
don't your
but
dad on this?
what do you think they're gonna do? They
Yeah,
they
that's
they
true.
in that bitch surrounding themselves.
Fuck
with
what
To a
y'all
certain-
talking about.
to a
I
certain
didn't
extent.
fucking get. I didn't have no babies with no white folk. I didn't date no white folk.
I mean, honestly,
I done fucked a couple white bitches, but that's about it.
me going
So
to
we
them
can't
schools-
Hey, we should say that's for the
That's
ancestors.
for the ancestors.
look,
That's
the type of
still
school- the
where
type
you're
of
not
school-
marrying them
the
though.
type of school we went to,
Right.
it was a mixed culture.
I
By the
go to
time we
this
got to
stuff,
high
all
school,
ghetto
It
shit.
was
But-
a lot of black people and white
I
people,
was
so
chapter
you had
220.
that option to
Right.
fuck with either a black girl who got her head on straight,
And
Hold
what
on.
I-
she just as good as these white girls,
I got
you
questions
know,
for Tyler
doing what
here.
she got to do.
She went to a
And that's
diverse
what I'm
school.
saying,
How you
though.
knew you was gonna marry a black man? You went to a diverse school.
I didn't. Everybody in my family thought I was gonna marry somebody white.
I had that conversation. Everybody
Tell that nigga 300 show you the
I used
streets
to hear
and
that.
I ain't
change your
gonna
life.
lie,
You know, you
though.
say-
I ain't gonna lie
Shout out to
though.
that nigga, man.
Right now, black women and white men.
Full of
That's
shit.
the wave.
No,
I-
man,
It
that-
is
no,
the way.
no,
That's
no,
trend. That's
that's
sad
the
that it's
way.
the wave.
That's
That's
what
sad
they
that's the
promote.
way.
No,
Trend.
no.
That's what they
I'm
promote.
saying
Y'all
it's for
promote it to make it
they-
seem like that's better than
No.
dating black men. That's
No,
what
no.
it is.
because a black woman is so strong, and I okay, so I get what y'all saying about they putting y'all down. So a white man, that's why white women in society now is arguing and fighting for equal pay. Because if the government pays the white woman as much as the white man, it's gonna break the white family structure. But
Mhm.
a black man and a white black man and a black woman, we make damn near the same. If not, the black woman can make more than you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So who's at
when
the
you
bottom?
come to me, submit, cook, clean. You like Nick? You make 30. You,
Right.
you
Listen
like
though,
what?
but in the same conversation, y'all gonna tell us you want all the bills paid in this motherfucker. All we saying is cook, clean, submit, but you want me to pay all the bills, so I gotta do the traditional shit, but you don't. What sense do that make?
Accountability.
We
We
talking
was just
about
talking about
traditional
that.
body language.
Accountability.
We talking about breadwinner because y'all gonna feel less of a man.
We
Y'all gonna
is.
feel less of a man.
You damn
So I'm
motherfucking
saying
right. If
a
I feel
white
less
man,
man,
I'm not gonna be in a
He at the
relationship if
top.
I ain't
Right.
gonna feel like I'm the man in the relationship. Because
But-
she ain't gonna make me feel
Yeah,
like
money
I'm the
ain't
man
no
and know
money.
that.
So
Fucking
we
till we
faking.
You exactly fuck
We
the
faking.
money of it. You gon' if we gotta if you faking that I'm that nigga in the relationship that you in with me, you don't need to be with me. You need to go
And then,
find that
let
nigga
me
that's
tell
gonna make
something. Let
you
me
feel
tell
the
you
way
some
to
real shit,
submit.
Like
What if
this.
they
Would
ain't
you ever
faking
would you
though?
ever pay all the bills being
Faking
married
what?
to somebody?
Nah, I'm that nigga.
I mean, yeah.
I know I'm that
mean,
nigga. So
He
my
ain't
bitch
paying
say I'm
shit.
not that
He
nigga.
paying
You don't
all
need to
the
be
bills.
with
I
me.
mean, if I'm supporting him, he supported me. Yeah, it's give and take.
Right,
Yeah.
but most motherfuckers like I ain't if niggas ain't paying bills, I ain't fucking with you.
But
But
most
that's a
motherfuckers
lie.
Are not. That's a lie.
That's a
Most
lie.
motherfuckers
2022,
are.
that's
What
the
she
truth.
saying?
Yep.
We gotta both be doing something.
Mhm.
I ain't
As
gonna
you
lie.
should.
Every fucking relationship that I have been in since I had my son. When I was with my son was born in 2018. I was with his dad from 2016 to 2019. When I started to move on last year, all these niggas was making it seem like they was doing this, had their own career, doing that, doing this, that. If whatever I have, you need to have at this point. Because I'm under the impression I got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, and that might look some type of way.
it is.
But my shit together.
Right.
I got a car, I got a job.
Because you're not
My
gonna see
kids
that.
are taken care of.
Right. You're
My
not gonna
house
see
is
that.
fucking fat. You're not gonna come over here and be fucked up or sleeping on the floor or nothing like that.
Right.
So what do you have?
Right. What
Right.
do you
You
get
know
your
what I'm
show
saying?
for?
What are
Yeah.
Right.
you bringing to the table? Because I'm not gonna sit back and accept anything because of the fact that I got 3 baby daddies and
Right.
3 kids by different niggas. Like, no, you're not gonna
Why
play that
ain't you
game.
no
You're not
claps on that.
supposed to.
Clap.
But then- listen, you're not supposed to, but then that goes to the conversation. No, because then that goes to the conversation. Like I said, if I understand everything you got going on, and you see what I got going on, and I mean all the standards, but I'm not making 100,000.
That's
I'm
fine.
taking
That
care
don't
of everything
matter.
you're talking
You
about.
not
It
the
don't
nigga
gotta
that's
be.
It
It don't
don't
gotta
matter.
be them. It ain't the money. It ain't
It
about
don't
the
matter.
money. It's just coming in and wanting to be a part of this. We gotta
Exactly.
equal. This ain't no free
So
ride. baby.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying though. Like they trying to make it seem
You're not
different.
gonna
It's
do
not
that.
I'm
wrong.
saying like
No.
If I'm working at
I-
McDonald's,
Take it where they
if I'm
say
working at
wrong.
McDonald's, baby, bro, this
Honestly-
bitch ass bum ass nigga working at McDonald's.
Y'all,
Shorty, I'm trying shit.
No,
Y'all-
let me tell you this. When I worked in the nightlife, a lot of bitches don't make no money in the nightlife because they looking for who got money in the club. Never. That's never what you do. You supposed to look for who gonna spend their money in the club. A nigga could work at McDonald's and
And he
have
gonna
a
spend that whole
$300 check
check.
and spend his whole $300 check. A nigga can work at fucking MasterCard and have $1,000 a week and he only spending $150.
He's smart.
That nigga who's spending all his
Very
motherfucking check that work at McDonald's, that's the one you want because he feel like you worth it.
Right.
The one who spent who
That's
work
why
who
you work
making
at McDonald's,
$100,000 a year who ain't.
But if he has somebody on his side, once he starts spending that money on her, she gonna come and help him. Get his
Exactly.
Why do I gotta spend my
Exactly.
last on you? Fuck
It's
that.
just saying she worth it. A
When
woman
I-
want to
yeah,
feel
I'm gonna
worth
spend
it.
this
they're
150. You
worth
gonna
it.
feel worth
Spending
it.
A
money
woman
don't make you
always
feel
that's
worth
that's
it.
No,
all I'm saying.
just
Not
in
even
that
about the
example.
nightlife,
No, I'm
but a
saying in
woman
general.
always wants to. We always want to feel like we worth it.
you gotta,
I'm
you gotta
asking in
pay.
general.
You gotta pay to play.
Fuck
You
that.
gotta
I'm
pay
Because
to play.
Listen,
not
What is that?
prostitution,
Just
not
saying,
prostitution.
he getting on the
No,
border.
because
Hold
you're
on,
not
hold
gonna
I'm
play.
finna fuck
You're
her
not
up.
gonna play where you pay.
You gotta.
I'm
That's
a-
it. That's
I'm
what
a
I'm saying.
kids. Me and 300 kids. I'm one of the richest niggas in that bitch. I swear to God. Check this shit. The bitch come up to me. Do you want something to drink? Shorty, if I want something, I'm gonna get that shit. I don't need you to come to me do shit.
But
If you need
that's
a
her
tip,
job.
if you need a
That's
tip
her
to
job.
say that though, shorty, here go $20.
But that's her
Come my face.
job. Don't be rude.
I ain't being rude, but don't be rude coming to me. I know you want something to drink. First of all, broke ass bitch. If you need a tip to say that, I'm gonna give you $20 to get out my face. I can pay you to get out my. Then what 300 do? Let's get the bottle. Then they think we broke in this bitch. Fuck. We get the bottle. How y'all doing? Oh, y'all see me spend money in this bitch. You ain't gotta always show your hand.
That's
I should
how
have
they
to
do
spend my
black
fucking
people.
money.
Though. That's
I
how
ain't about
anywhere
money.
you go where people is used to people being there that spend money.
Okay, cool.
That's how they treat black people.
If I want services, I'm gonna get a section though.
exactly.
But if
Maybe
they
that
treat
now
me
I'm
like
just on
that, I
chill
ain't spending
shit.
my money
Me
there.
either. That's the thing.
I'm walking
When I
out.
walk in stores, if they don't greet me when I come in, that
I'm
bitch,
out.
hello, I'm
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna go to
Oh,
the
bitch,
bathroom
nah.
and put the toilet
Unless-
roll in the toilet and
Unless that's
Love
one of my
that shit.
usual
Like,
stores, and I know I need something
It
like
depends where you at.
Target or something. If I
Right.
go in Target, don't nobody say, "Hey, bitch, whatever. Let me get my
Right.
batteries and go home." If it's like that, but if I go into a store, somebody
Yeah,
that
but
invited
you
me,
saw-
or it's somebody who a small business owner, and motherfuckers in there snotty. Oh no, bitch, I'm gone.
right.
I don't give a fuck what you got, bitch. I might like that outfit, but bitch, I go
Get it
somewhere
online,
else.
Amazon, something.
Okay, 'cause
But no, I'm saying pay to play as far as y'all so about y'all money.
Think about the next day.
About your money. You so pressed to let it go. So if you actually spend it on a woman, then she like, okay, he really messed with me.
He
Right.
spending now. It's time to find me out. That's what they think in their head.
But it
He
don't
spent
gotta be
this.
to
You
that.
don't keep showing your hand though.
It
If
don't
I
gotta be
nice.
to that extent. We got ice
Exactly.
cream every week, all the time, and I was like, "That's it."
Shout out
for
to
me.
Kobe.
'Cause it was
Yes.
time spent.
That's
You a
something that
different
you
breed. We gonna be
want.
that shit at the
It's
house.
gotta
And
also
stop
be
playing
what type of
games.
woman
You
we're
a
talking
different.
about.
Get that shit at the
You know what I'm
house.
saying?
Stop
What
playing.
woman we
But
talking about too?
vouch for us, sis. It's a lot of us that's like that.
It's
Most
the
All
times.
us
time.
want is a motherfucker that
Listen,
spends time.
She ain't
Right.
thinking of. I need a Birkin. Fuck
I ain't
it, give me
gonna
this
lie.
ice cream.
It's
I
a
ain't
lot
gonna
of us like that.
Fly
Though.
me
It's
out.
a lot of
Look,
us like
look,
that.
Fly me out. But look, I'm not bougie. We on the same plane. It can be in the back. But
It can be spirit,
It can be
bitch.
spirit.
If
can
I
be-
fly
it
you
can be
up, I'm having my
No,
motherfucking
no,
way.
not different. You got us a flight to Florida for
Okay.
$16.
Hold
My
on.
nigga.
Hold on.
I wish we could find a flight for that price
$16.
right now.
You can fly yourself out. I'll make sure you good when you get here. Then you can't fly yourself out. You can't.
And that, yes,
That
and
don't be
that
good
has
enough,
happened
though.
to me before.
I got
That has happened
everything
to me
else. You just
before.
gotta get your
Yeah.
plane
Get your plane ticket. That's simple.
Yeah.
A chick will be like, hell nah, you
That's
got
That's the
my
wrong
ticket.
chick, though. That's the wrong
That's
chick.
us.
That is the wrong one. I'm gonna tell you that straight
That's
up.
why her ass ain't getting
Anybody-
It was a test
No,
fail.
These gold
You failed the
digging
test,
ass
shorty.
girls is gonna want you to pay for every
Right.
single thing.
Well, you don't get
Bitches
that
who really on some
2022.
shit,
I'm
bitches who really on something.
They gonna
They're gonna.
compromise.
Okay, my boyfriend right now, he live in Las Vegas. He from Milwaukee, but I fly every 3 months. We come to see each other back and forth. So it's his month, and then it be my time. You know, back and forth. So like this next time, it's my turn. So I pay for my own flight.
But he make
My
sure you
own
straight when you
whatever.
get there, right?
Yeah, and when he comes to Milwaukee, I make sure he's straight. He stay at my house. He don't have to buy no food. He don't have to do nothing. That's just how we do when we go back and forth. It's equal. You know, like it just takes the right person. Some of y'all think like, oh, bitches ain't shit. Bitches do this. Bitches do that. It's not the case. It's who you choosing to
Select.
fuck with.
Yeah,
Just like y'all
attractive.
say that to us. Niggas say that to us a lot more than we say that to y'all.
That's
But it
so
be y'all.
attractive. Yeah.
This is who y'all choosing. Y'all choosing these crunchy assholes that's used to getting $40
Crunchy.
and at Element
Where
for
that
shaking
noise
their
at?
ass.
Where
That's
that
y'all.
noise at?
That's not us.
Sure,
I'm
listen.
not. I'm only
Do not
fucking with
secretly
certain
sell that
type of
coochie.
niggas.
If you need a couple dollars for that motherfucker, just say that nigga will respect you more.
Yeah.
But don't get to this place and can you do this? Can you do that?
Yeah, no.
Cause me and Bankroll, we in Casablanca.
I don't know
They
what
said,
it
can
is.
we come get drinks? You go kicking this shit.
I don't know what
You
it
at
is.
Casa, that's the problem.
And they just knew y'all was gonna pay, didn't they?
Oh, we
See,
get there.
one thing
No, hold on, we
about
get
now-
there. They like, y'all gonna pay for the drinks. Guess what we did? We said, fuck that. Yo, how you gonna invite a motherfucker somewhere and say you gonna do this?
The fact that
Exactly.
they asked though, like when
No,
I go
you
somewhere,
invited. You invited me
Up
here.
there, nigga.
You invited me here.
if
I
I
was
go
there,
somewhere
nigga.
and I'm
Yeah,
going on a
facts.
date,
You invited. What we
making
do?
sure
What we
I'm
do?
gonna have
We
enough
said the
money
fuck
for
up.
what I'm getting.
No,
I'm gonna have enough money
Don't
for
buy
me.
the drink. No, you
can't
invited
come
me,
pick
so
me
you
up.
know.
I was gonna say,
You can't come pick me up.
us ladies, I feel like we all is in the same vibe.
Niggas gonna
Going out, even if we invite some niggas, we got enough money to pay for what we get.
Yeah.
Okay, shit,
For
I didn't.
now.
I didn't play a game
For
before,
sure.
bitch. I'm with you to get a club drink
I
free.
got enough money
What
to
the
pay
fuck?
for what I'm buying.
Yeah.
So I'm inviting you and telling
It
you to
depends
come.
on the age though, because back then I ain't gonna say I was doing that. Like we at the bar. Oh, you here? You gonna take care
You
of
gonna
this?
pay this?
I'm gonna find the most elegant way to say it, but I'm expecting everybody to treat. I
Yeah,
was, and
of
I found a
course.
way
See,
to
I
make sure
did
they
that before
did.
time. I was a fucking goofy. Can you buy
Everybody
us
go
a
through that
drink?
phase.
Sorry, I don't even know who the
If
fuck
I
you
ain't
is.
got
But
nothing
you gonna want
invested
some
in it,
ass
I-
on the first
Hell
night.
yeah, you my bitch for that night.
You
Bitch, don't
gonna
go
want some
nowhere.
pussy on the
They
first
$8,
night.
I'm taking
Absolutely.
that
Nine
shit.
times again.
Absolutely.
$8.
But you
Niggas
side
gonna
eyeing
get
a
lit.
bitch about paying $8 for her
And
drink.
9 times out of 10, you going home to that nigga. And I didn't.
Like you're not
Pay
gonna
for the
get
drink.
drunk off of me to go get that drunk pussy to another nigga.
But
It's
a
like,
lot
I
of
gotta
I'm
times-
thinking
understand-
about too much for
Hell
the
yeah.
wrong shit.
No,
Hell
that's
yeah,
the
that's
right
the
shit.
shit.
This shit make we gotta make
I
this
ain't
shit
rich
make sense.
yet.
Doing all of that, she don't even have a
Let's
nigga.
just be
Right.
honest.
Doing
Let's
all
let's
that,
just
right.
be honest. If you go out, you ask niggas for drinks and shit, you know what this nigga
You
want.
don't
He
even
buying-
have a nigga if you
But
doing
why
that.
If he buying you drinks, you know what he want.
I
You know
ain't-
what he on.
I ain't
I
even
don't know what type of niggas other bitches
You
fuck
buy
with,
me a
but if
drink,
I had a
I'm buying you
nigga,
one back.
I had some money in my
You
pocket.
better buy me
That's
one
what I'm saying
back.
to
You buy me a drink, I'm buying you one back.
That's what I'm saying. Most women that's asking for drinks, like buy me a drink, buy my friend. You know what this nigga want at the end of the night.
After
Let's be
that,
honest.
I ain't gonna
three
lie.
Like,
shit.
his nigga want to fuck. Y'all probably laughing. He ain't finna fuck though.
Yep,
Y'all
I
play-
definitely
y'all playing with
was.
that
I
man.
done been in every.
Why are you
I done
playing
been
with
in
this man?
every
I definitely
scenario.
Why
Yeah,
play with him
that
though?
bitch
Yeah,
did
that's what I'm
that.
saying. Why
That
play with him
shit,
though?
that shit turned deadly.
Because
So I don't
that's
do that
like
shit.
y'all. That's like
that's
y'all.
what I
Like,
say.
I don't do
That
that
shit
shit.
Because-
turn. Now he mad. This bitch stop answering the
So
phone.
I'm like, you thought he bought me a drink, now I gotta buy him one. Like,
just
tell him
like
what he
y'all
just
like
sent
the
me.
finesse.
Mm.
Shit, we do too.
But see,
The
y'all,
fuck
it's
y'all
different
thought?
though, because like y'all
We do
trying to finesse
too.
animals. Some of these niggas be real like animals. Some of these niggas take it too far. Bitch, I'm finna follow you home. Hey, I'm fucking either we gonna fuck or I'm gonna fuck.
Some niggas
No,
will take that shit.
some niggas be on
That's,
that.
yeah,
shit.
shit,
Definitely.
dangerous.
That shit
Dangerous. No,
Shit,
it's not.
working in the nightlife.
Hold on.
You
And then y'all
fuck with
talking
that.
about niggas and talking about fucking raw. Women don't even ask for the condom no more.
I mean,
I
you
do.
supposed to buy
Y'all
it. You
don't.
supposed to
Y'all
come
didn't
up
ask
with
for
it.
condom no
We
more.
don't know if you need small or large.
Man,
Nigga,
fuck
you
that.
supposed to have that shit
You
in
gonna
your.
get whatever dick in stock. This motherfucker
Hey,
get
you
up.
gonna get whatever
How
dick
blood
is
pressure? I
stock.
don't give a fuck.
No, no,
Whatever.
no. We don't know what
Small
size.
or large?
We don't know.
Y'all can
Niggas
wear
get
condoms too.
offended though, so you kind of wait.
How
Like
blood
I
pressure?
learned to wait.
This motherfucker get
I
up.
ain't gonna
Because
lie,
All
man.
start-
I always been the type of female. I have my own
Yeah,
condoms.
like
You
when
got
me
me
and Shorty
fucked up.
first
You ain't
started
finna trap
talking,
me.
when me and
You
Shorty
think I'm
first
trying to
started
trap you?
talking-
But
No,
I might
I'm
think you
not.
put a
You
hole
ain't
in that
finna trap
motherfucker. I might finna
Listen,
take a
but
shit.
when me and
Nah,
Shorty first started
baby.
talking, she would
Condoms.
put out some condoms. I would have been like, oh shit. I hope.
Yeah, facts. I don't want you to pour no condom out on the first night.
Most dudes would.
Like
A
you
lot
pull,
of
if you
niggas
pull a
will do
condom out, how
that.
many other niggas you don't fuck?
And in my
What you got
mind,
going on?
at that time, I'm just like, shit. Think what you want, nigga. You the one who want to fuck me.
No, y'all be wanting to
Raw.
fuck too.
If I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. Let's go.
So
Come
this,
on,
so
what you
this,
want?
so this is another question I have right here, right? That we didn't get to. What
We on some other
what would
shit.
y'all? Yeah, because we kind of
Oh,
went way.
parents.
Topics of the trenches. This is the wildest podcast in the city. You hear me?
Man, hey, tap in the shirts,
at
man.
the
TOT
trenches.
shirts.
They
Check it
said
out.
the trenches.
What would y'all do different? You know what I'm saying? In y'all situations, given. Would y'all do anything different, or would y'all?
I ain't gonna
Would y'all
lie.
keep everything?
What
how
I would
it
do
is?
differently, I would have all three of my kids, my two daughters and my son, by my first baby daddy.
Okay.
That's my nigga. Shout out to Ryan. That's
Why you
my
had no more
nigga.
kids with him after that?
Because we wasn't together, and I don't. Once I'm done, I'm done.
Understandable.
So you know, like that's my nigga. I fucks with him. That's my boy.
So if I got Jordan, he tried to slide.
We already been there, done that. But he a good dad. That's mainly why.
That's 100.
He a really good dad. A really good dad.
Right, that's 100.
He very, very hands-on. When this parent-teacher conference, they got both of our numbers. So they tell us separately. We both meet up there. I be like, damn nigga, you here? He be like, you here? Like we very much on the same page when it comes to our kids. So if I could change anything, it'd just be that I had all my kids by my first baby daddy. And pretty much that's it.
Me,
You know?
I should have had some deeper conversations. I'm not saying it's too far gone, but I should have had deeper conversations. Like my dude, he grew up in a 2-parent household, same mom, same dad, all siblings, all shit like that. So in his mind, he got tunnel vision thinking that he was raised the right way. So just because dad there, mom there, this is the way to be. So now it's with me, and I'm coming with my trauma.
Right.
I know I got it. You got something too, though, but you don't think you have it because you came from this what they call perfect situation. So for me, I think having those conversations before starting a family would have been, that's what I would have done differently. But
I'd have waited till I was a little older, obviously, at 17. But
Yeah, your
it's
turn is a little early.
But I don't know, man. I can't say I changed too much in the situation because it really done grew me to be who I am for sure. For sure.
I
So
would have
can't really
stayed a
say I
virgin
changed.
until I made sure to hear me.
Absolutely.
I only had
No, that's different.
I just only fucked her. That's it.
Well, then I wouldn't have. I think for me, and this is on the step parent side, I would have stayed out of it in the middle. Like, yeah, I'm in the middle now, and it worked for everybody, but.
Right.
I think no shade to my husband. I think it prohibits healing from both of them because I'm always the mediator, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna make sure it's straight because I care so much about the kids. But sometimes in playing savior, what's meant to happen, it can't. So I would have stayed out of it and just let it be what it was. And we all gonna go through some moments where we got to deal with trials, tribulations, and kids got to go through trauma. And I would have let it be what it was and start trying to be savior, putting the cape on.
I would have changed the person for no disregard to my baby, but the person. Because it's immature as fuck. You can't even have a conversation about the kids. That shit like petty as fuck.
that's sad.
And that's why I'm glad Shorty stepped up how she did. Cause
Like, I got a good ass support system that's helping me go through this shit, but some days I be want to crash out.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that's
I
everybody.
understand why that man. You know how many times one day.
It's a lot.
Listen, my son, boom, 4 months, 3 months. She say you ain't seen your son no more until we go to court. I went to court, boom. Your court date September, whatever. Back case for the
How long? How many months was?
all type of shit. Next time I see him,
Yeah, that's deep.
bitch, I'm ready to go crash out. Bitch, I can't come see my son. This is my only son. This is my first son. My son over here. What the fuck my son doing right now? I can't even call. I'm calling your phone trying to see him. Nothing.
How long did it take
You
you
think a
to
nigga
get
don't
to
want to
court?
go kick that door in? Bitch, you think you finna play with me? I'm a real life animal in this motherfucker.
Okay.
Who is you playing with, bitch?
I
That's why niggas crash out.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but we talk about what's best for the child.
Niggas
So
don't
you
talk
Okay, what's best for the
Look,
child is
you
see two
feel
parents.
that way.
Niggas
You
don't
feel
think
that
about
way
that.
about your child's mother, and then or she feel away about
Yeah,
her
for
child's
sure.
father, and
Yeah,
that
for
child is gonna see that and pick up on that.
And
So
that's
that's where all the damage is done. It's to the
Here go
child.
big thing.
Yeah.
That's why I never did.
Facts.
But I can
That's
see
why I
why,
be
a
called-
nigga would do it. Cause I almost
Yeah, that's why I
did.
be had to keep
And I'm
myself
like, man,
calm.
finna put my son in put my shorty through that shit. That's some whole ass shit. But I understand because I thought about it. Like,
And then when you don't-
suicide like that, I thought about killing myself.
When you don't have a record,
Motherfucker, don't do it. But I understand why he killed himself. Because I thought about killing myself. I'm
Yeah,
saying
I ain't
thought
gonna lie, I
about
went
going
through
to
some shit
crash
like
out.
that.
I'm gonna beat this bitch ass all up and down wherever the fuck she live at. Ho, you wanna play? I'm gonna go. Family's gonna get knocked.
Well, see,
Motherfuckers
they
gonna
don't
die.
think about that
Yeah,
situation.
women don't think
But
like,
like,
oh,
But
Because
I
you
done had
got
I done
nobody
had
to talk
situations
to,
where
so
my
you-
kids done like I worked at their
some wild
school.
ass shit.
She took them out the school for like 2-3 months, like in the middle of the school year, because she was mad about some shit that we could have talked about. And it's like shit like that, not letting me know what school they go to. I gotta figure out on some random shit. Like y'all don't like women don't look at that idea, like don't think about that shit because a lot of times Men, like I said, I don't really talk about this shit. We just say fuck it. We soak the shit up, talk to our niggas about it, go about the day. But women paint these pictures like niggas is just this bad, this, that, and this. But y'all don't hear the whole story of why. So you don't, like I said, he's not saying it's okay what dude did, but he understands because he knows the type of shit that dude could have been going through to build him up to that point to crash the fuck
No,
out.
that's why I came into that because I want to know the male perspective of like what do y'all go through, like what do women go through. But we make excuses for y'all, but those same excuses is never made for us. It's never for us. Like
daughter would have shot the police officers at the district here who couldn't look. Shout out to that man.
He's supposed to. He
of-
stood
I
on
mean-
business.
My mama said,
I'm proud of him
wanted-
too.
He stood
My
on that
mama said,
business.
I don't think I would say I'm proud of I'm proud of that man because daughter's not
I'm
gonna keep
proud of
playing
that
around.
nigga.
but
Fuck
now that
them.
the
Don't
mama
crash
lost
out.
2
If
sons.
they gonna kill another nigga for some bullshit, go.
Go kill them
No,
punk ass
no,
police
you
too.
said- you said
I
my
don't give
mother
a
lost 2
fuck. I'm
sons.
There's
proud
2
of them.
sons.
You right?
One in the ground and one in the
As he
physical ground.
should. That's what he's supposed to.
I'm my brother's
What you
keeper.
got warriors for?
Yes,
You
I
always
am.
gonna
Yes,
lose.
I am.
You always
My
gonna lose a
mama,
couple
I'm
warriors.
proud of them
If
boys.
we at war, you gonna lose. You
I
gonna
mean,
lose a couple
if you
soldiers.
win the battle,
She
if
lost
a
a couple
battle
soldiers.
is won, okay.
Like right now, I'll
But
be
if you
fucking-
just lose your life and that
Listen,
mama
it's
lose
part
2
of-
sons,
everybody
I'ma tell you
can't-
We
this.
got kids.
Everybody
or
don't
like-
come out of war.
Somebody
though.
kill
That's what
my
y'all
brother.
missing.
It ain't nothing. Nobody gonna be able to tell me.
Everybody
There's
don't.
certain people who like that. It ain't
And-
nothing
and you
nobody can
supposed to be
tell
like
them.
that.
You
supposed
kill
to be
my
like that.
brother, it ain't nothing. I don't give
I'm
a
not into
fuck
that shit.
who you is.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
everybody.
certain people who like that. It ain't
I just
nothing.
can't see how people throw
Nobody.
their whole life away.
That's like right now.
Because his life, he looking at it as if that could have been him. That's what you missing about it. That could have been him. That could have been his other cousin, his other
In his
friend.
mind,
That
he
could have
lied.
been
I
him.
don't give a fuck.
Was he there having an asthma attack? How did he die? Did he
Can
choke
we
out?
get
You
the
don't know.
story? Like, can you
Fuck,
fight for your
they-
brother?
Y'all want the story
Why do it
between
need to be a
lines?
story?
Y'all want the story between
No,
lines?
don't put me on that. Don't put me on that.
Go
one.
kill
I'm
it.
not in it.
Who was
They
that? Who was
saying
that?
they
Smoke
saying
ass.
some shit about some drugs.
Of course,
The
that's-
kid,
It don't matter.
the
It
kid took
shouldn't
some
have
drugs
happened.
that he had on him, and it caused him to overdose.
But guess what? When the man was asking for help, did you help him? You be like, man, he
Exactly.
On some bullshit. He probably act like he can't
Exactly.
breathe. He on some bullshit.
Exactly.
And he died.
And that could be a fucking
But guess what?
lie.
That's your job to go
It
check.
could be a
that's
lie.
if he's lying or not.
It could be
That's
a
You ain't
lie.
getting paid to check. If he say my hand, this shit hurt, go check.
That's
Oh,
on
you
that.
go
That's
to
definitely
payroll,
on
go
them.
check.
Definitely.
It could be
You know
a
what I'm
lie.
saying? So
And you know what? As somebody who worked in the prison system before, they teach you to be basically a cunt. They teach you to be somebody who don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no
They teach you
feelings.
to treat them like you don't care if they hurt or
Treat him like
they
animals.
teach you that.
The
They
only
teach
thing-
you to be
They
that way.
they dehumanize.
Only
you.
thing I'm saying
They
about
do.
that situation is his niggas ain't gonna ride with him till they could have got more than that. Or he ain't have enough money to put hits.
But
on
did
it.
he even get him?
I don't know. He
He
tried.
ain't getting nowhere. But the thing is, the attempt was good enough. Because what's gonna happen is once you keep, all right,
Niggas not finna-
somebody killed dude and shit, whatever. If motherfuckers keep shooting up police stations, shooting up police officers,
And we not promoting this shit. but we
eventually
saying
the police
they gonna
officers gonna be
line
like,
stop
damn,
doing
it's
it.
repercussions to my shit. Because as we know, the system ain't holding their ass accountable, but they know
Hey,
the streets are holding them
It ain't the
accountable.
system though. I know we be talking about system because how it's structured,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, we all got a choice in at this table, right? It is the human condition and hearts that have a
Mhm.
choice. It ain't a system. A judge can come in and have empathy on how many years and what the crime is, charged as an adult, charged as a child, as you are a child. It's not the system. Let's stop putting this. It's the words and all of the laws. It's the people in position that we
right.
don't vote for, that we don't challenge,
That's right.
that we don't show up. Yes, they rioted the Capitol and they went up because that's what they felt so deeply
came
about a
together.
cause.
But
They was willing to lose their life. Do
Even-
we do that?
but
No.
even
that's
listen
right.
though, because
But we'll lose
like
our
bro
life
did
for
do that.
selling
And even-
drugs, stupid
Okay.
shit.
But no,
Stupid
because even
shit.
listen
Trouble
though,
with
even
certain
with that, like
individuals.
even with your point, what you just said, those individuals that you're talking about that need to have that heart and have that sympathy are still part of that same system that's allowing them to make those.
But
choices
we keep talking about systems. Let's be specific. It's people, it's humans.
in the system,
and they
that
can
are
change.
allowed.
But you got to change your heart. A system can get changed. They could say this law don't exist. You can't give no child under 17. You can't send them to adult prison. You could change that law. Guess what? The judge can still have the same heart and say, no, we're going to keep you in here for 20 years. It
Mhm.
is a heart condition. It ain't no system. Because I got to change your heart for you to see black people, brown people, men as humans. A
And that's
system
human.
can't change that. We could change every law. It's a heart condition. We keep saying systems. We
So,
really giving them
In
a
the
way
system,
out.
if we didn't have a
Exactly,
way
system.
to say he's guilty, he just killed bro, he a cop. He's automatically got the mandatory minimums. The same they shit they do for black folks. He got mandatory minimums because he wrongfully killed this man in the line of duty.
But they got empathy for somebody who in the line of duty. They don't got empathy
They
for a black
always
man.
do.
That's why this
That's why
problem
when
is-
white
do.
folks and black folks do the same crime, they get different outcomes because they got
Yeah.
empathy for that little white boy.
They do.
They ain't got no
But-
empathy
but
for
the-
this
this
That's
is
why
my
that
thing
boy,
about the system,
that
though.
Kyle boy, got all that damn. That
This
why
my
he
thing.
got
The
all-
judge, the judge looking, but y'all think about the judge, how old? 70-some, 60-some.
He
So
from
when,
that
when
era.
He don't fuck
13
with black people
yeah,
no
when he
way.
was 13 years old, he probably seen his daddy in the beach. Niggas, why that was
Yeah, he don't
Now
fuck
he's
with us
old,
no
he was
way.
back in the- That's how I was when I was young. Man,
He
let that
glad.
But
He
the thing
happy.
about these
Which
systems
goes
is
back.
these
Kyle
systems
Rittenhouse
been the
shit.
same. These
Hey,
That's
the
what
Kyle
I'm
did
saying.
what he's supposed to do.
These-
Kyle was
He ain't
supposed to pop shit up. He ain't wrong with that.
What
But-
he do?
No, yes,
See,
the
now
fuck he
y'all-
was.
Kyle ain't wrong. He
No,
did what he's
Yes,
supposed
the
to
fuck
do.
He was.
I was there. Kyle ain't
Us
wrong.
being
Y'all
black man, no, he was
Who the
not
fuck
wrong.
is Kyle
The
though?
little boy that shot the
Who the
nigga?
In
fuck is
Kenosha.
Kyle? That's the thing.
See,
Kyle-
Who the fuck is
now
Kyle?
y'all
Kyle
playing
was the
devil's
motherfucker that was
advocate
shooting.
because he was out there shooting.
No
people
matter-
that
Shout
was
out my boy
protesting-
Kyle.
He
Hey,
was out there protesting
No,
for
no,
black
Black Kyle.
rights. The same
No
shit
matter
y'all
if a
was
nigga is
I
black
was
or
out there. I
white, to
told you. I
me,
seen it.
who are you?
I ain't
Who are
see it.
you?
I was
He
around the
came
corner.
on
Who are
bullshit
you?
with a gun.
Who
He
are
came
you?
on bullshit.
A lot of people
Right.
came
Who
on
are
bullshit.
you?
Guess what? And black
To
folks
take
should've gone on
somebody
bullshit
else's
with
life.
that
That was
nigga.
it.
They should have smoked him.
They should have did the same shit.
But
They
they
should've
didn't.
smoked him.
That's the problem.
That's
the
the
niggas
thing.
who had the guns who was standing right there didn't shoot.
Didn't
He
shoot.
shot, so
They
you can't be
supposed to
mad
smoke.
at nobody.
Can't get mad at the nigga. The nigga went to war, and guess what? He only went to shoot.
I don't give a fuck about
You
none of
you
that.
you finna go to a fight. You won that bitch. You don't swing. You get beat up. He ain't wrong for beating your ass. So y'all went to a fight. Why you didn't fight, dummy?
This my thing about the
Y'all
system. The
about to
system
go.
been the same. The system been the same.
It has.
We need to change. That's what need to change. The system been the
No,
same. They
fuck
using
them.
the same rules, the
We,
same
as the
shit.
people need to
I
change.
feel
Yes,
like
we need to change.
the black community is so much at a space where people don't feel the same. People don't feel like they need to change. So me, I feel like I need to change. Like I'll just move around. I don't want to wait on my community to notice it's a problem
Yeah.
and to do shit differently. No, I'll move around somewhere else
Hell yeah.
where I got the ability to change beforehand. Like, you know.
I was doing that protest shit. The pole fell. I went to jail. I said, y'all can have this shit back, bro. I catch y'all at different times.
On my
It was too
mama.
much. I'm like,
Good
yo, I can
night.
pay cheese.
You know
Go
your
get a
position.
lawyer.
You know
Good
your
night.
I
position.
said, fuck that shit, man. I ain't doing none of that shit no more.
Good
But
night.
on that note,
Hold on. Before we get up, I miss my boy Trump. Go ahead.
on that note,
I
ain't
miss
gonna
my
lie.
boy Trump too. I ain't gonna
We
lie.
signing
I ain't gonna
out.
lie, stock market was
I ain't
going
gonna
crazy
lie.
with Trump. Yeah.
we
I ain't
signing
gonna lie,
out.
I fuck with
Topics
Trump.
of the
I
trenches
ain't
how
vote
we
for
get
that
out,
nigga,
man.
But I fucks with him.
Yes.